Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Lemon Rolls with What Team Comp. I'm your host, the Uncommon Guru. We're gonna have we're gonna have shenanigans. Also, if you can't tell, I've been a little bit sick, and it has kind of played havoc on my throat. It's dropped my voice about 3 octaves, and I am going to likely be heard sipping on some water every now and then. I don't apologize. I'm staying hydrated. I'm doing what's good for me so I can keep this up with you guys. I love you guys that much. Thank you.
Last maniacally stupid bitch.
uh, yeah, that's me. Anyways, so when we last left off, the party had been making their way southward after making some friends with some gnolls and making their way through different places from Overlook Reach to the Scar and finally making their way to the city of Avelis. When they finally reached there, they were able to meet up with Cassie's mentor, a interesting man who said that he was going to be heading towards. He decided to actually switch the party to head to Daedaville with the gnolls, while the party headed to a site to the southeast. Something about the Red Hand wanting to try and get their hands on some artifact, and considering it was closer to where they were and it would give them a chance to still stop the Red Hand from doing what they've been doing, they made their way south and east after a few other little events, including a dream that Cassie had with a person who told her that her father had once traveled with the paladins who came to the city mentioned so long ago. You guys remember them, right? Good times.
Dicks.
Apparently, they were looking into something that, according to the person in the dreams, was part of a lexicon that essentially had, at the end of the missing pages, said, "Here's the warnings." Think of it like a Doctor Strange event. The warnings are always after the initial incantation stuff. And so they made their way, and looking out, they're able to see a floating, suspended in the air, upside down pyramid shape. And in the valley down below, they see various shapes of other humanoids in a crater. You guys are all currently standing at the top. What do you want to do?
Well, looking into the crater and stuff, what else is around it?
I'm imagining you're going to be using your owl to look around, right?
Probably.
Roll a perception check with your bird.
Okay, because I don't want to have it go straight in there.
Not into there, obviously. It's going to be
Yeah.
up above, but it's still an owl, and it's still got pretty good vision.
Yeah. Hold on, it's still loading in. Come on,
You're
Roll20.
still loading in. You're not even on the Roll20. Oh no. I don't mean to sound mean. It's just I wasn't expecting that.
My laptop.
It's a laptop.
It's on its last leg. This thing's like 7 years old.
my laptop reset itself, remember?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Actually, speaking of, while you're loading in, I'm going to go grab a blanket. I am cold.
Okay.
One
Bundle
second.
up.
I gotta sneeze.
It's back to the 80s around here.
Sneeze. Paris, why do you sneeze like that?
No, it's stuck!
This is the right
Oh,
one.
that sucks.
If you started saying sneeze and now I can't get it out!
I mean, you gotta say the other words.
Please
It went
don't say
away.
words that would
Fuck!
make it be incredibly dangerous for me. Please and thank you. Also, your sneeze has apparently been running around, clearly.
Alright, it's a 13.
13. Alright. Swooping over the crater, you're able to kind of get a gauge on things. One thing that you notice is reflections, specifically of light against metal. There's a good number of them. Now that you're actually in an aerial point to look at it, especially because you're up above metals down below, reflecting off. There's a few of them that look like they're, bigger creatures. You actually say some of them might be similar to the ogres you fought before. But there's some that are more humanoid-sized. You can't get a gauge on what races they are from the height that you're at. You're not trying to bring it in too close to get sniped at. But you do see a few other creatures, gnolls, orcs, a few bugbears, more of the bestial type of races. The thing is, they're all like, there's something off about them, but again, you're high up to try and avoid getting shot at, and at the moment, you can't put your finger on it.
So when you say metal, you're talking about like armor kind of metal?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Not weapons, armor. They're armored individuals you're seeing the light reflect off of. Those are the ones you can't get a grasp on what races those are. Except for like a few ogres who are actually wearing like full metal armor.
Oh, okay.
Because they're big. They're kind of easy to see.
Is there like camps or anything like that?
There's campfires, which seem to be more like bonfires, and one thing you'd notice about that is that no one's throwing anything into it. They just seem to have this perpetual burn to it.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me.
Would something magic be possible explanation for that?
Possibly. You can roll an Arcana check.
Oh, okay. Let me get that up. Do. Come on. What is it?
Natural
Oh,
one.
well.
For an 8.
Ooh.
I don't got a fucking clue.
With an 8, you're thinking that there's a spell out there that could possibly do it, and you're pretty sure it's out of your pay grade.
That's just so funny because it doesn't make any sense. But
Ain't got to do with death. Ain't got nothing to do with him.
Meaning
Yeah.
more along the lines of when it's out of your pay grade means it's probably from a different different
No.
caster. You're trying to think of it from a
Yeah.
different caster's perspective rather than a wizard's.
yeah, that's fine.
I'm actually gonna
But
check
they
and
don't
see
have
if
like
this is
tents
learned.
set up or carts or anything like that.
No, there are carts around. There are the remains of tents scattered about, but nothing like encampments looking.
Do they look like they're kind of focusing on anything, or are they just randomly doing shit?
Randomly doing shit as far as you can see. There's some of them that look like they are fighting, but it seems more like they're fighting and then just kind of like after like a few blows, just kind of like looking at each other, spitting at the ground, just making like angry motions at one another, and then kind of just walking off. It's bizarre.
Okay. Are any of them particularly focused on the pyramid thing?
No, none of them are looking at the pyramid.
None of them. Weird. I mean, Gyrus will relay all this to everyone. And also probably comment a little bit how it seems a little strange, I guess, the behavior.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
There's a few of them that look like they're more organized than the others, but not by much.
Wait.
Hmm.
So, sorry, what's happening?
we'll
Or
type
did,
it out.
Jarvis find out. Sorry.
You're fine.
Basically, it looks like a whole bunch of people. Whole
Yes.
bunch of people in the crater that
Yes.
Alright.
maybe like have some kind of camp set up, kind of.
Camps. And that's more that
Camps.
they're gathering around campfires.
Do they seem, or do they look like members of the Red Hand?
Not with the 13.
They're different races. Some of
Could
them
I
are
make
like
my own check?
no.
You want to go into the crater to find out?
Oh, sorry. Okay, Jarvis.
Using the owl. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
What
Guess
could we do?
I'll. Guess I'll peek my eyes over.
Okay. You can look down into the crater, no issue. It's just you have to go down into the crater if you want to get an actual closer view to these people.
So we would physically have to go into the crater and get closer.
Yes.
Okay.
Do we all want to think of some kind of game plan? Is that what we should do, or?
I really don't think we should go in guns a-blazing, because there's a pretty, or excuse me, even sneaky, because there's a pretty high chance that one of us is going to roll really bad. And then they will all be on top of us.
Never know till you try.
The risk-reward factor is heavily in the risk category right now.
There's a whole bunch of them too, though, isn't there?
Yeah! It's
And
like a
they,
mini
again,
army.
they're just kind of like, the thing is, they're scattered and they're not really focusing on anything as far as you can tell.
Are they moving?
Yeah, they're moving
Is
around. Like
there-
some of them are. Some of them are just sitting down, just like staring into the fire, stuff like that.
Is there a path towards, like, I don't know, the center of the crater or something?
Oh yeah, there's like a cobblestone path that leads right towards, like, right underneath it.
But is that path? Is there a path that's like furthest away from any other like people?
There's a single path that goes directly to it, like as in a cobblestone path. Like someone made this to go to it.
But it goes straight through the campsites and stuff,
No,
right?
it goes near them. None of them have made their campsites
Oh.
within maybe 60, 90 feet
Okay.
of the
That
path.
strikes me as
I mean, I'm not-
odd.
I'm
That
not-
is kind of weird.
Yeah. I'm not necessarily asking for like a pre-built cobblestone path that goes like I'm
If you
just
wanted to
asking,
just
is-
try and weave your way through, there's plenty of space between them to try.
But you can pretty much see really far in this crater, right? They would probably
Yeah,
be able to
it's
see
open.
us.
Mm,
Yeah.
There's not a lot of trees or much like that to hide
Yeah.
behind. It is pretty open. It's a
Hmm.
crater. It's got
Mhm.
grass
Like
and
trying
stuff
to walk
growing out
around
of
a
it that's been here for a
grassland.
while, but
Mm.
I will. So I'll turn to everyone like, well, with this cloak, it's more difficult for people to see me. So I could maybe just walk in.
And get a closer look at them?
Yeah,
Mm.
and then if I get spotted, I can draw them away from you guys, and then you can slip in. If I get spotted, of course. Or if I want to get spotted.
Well, I could get a closer look with my owl, and the risk would be lower.
There's no way. Well, it is an owl.
I can.
Are owls like? This is in character, by the way. Are
Yeah.
owls native here?
not particularly.
Not really.
Yeah, they're not. I didn't think they were.
Unless they can turn it into perhaps a hawk. But
That would take a bit of time.
yeah, especially considering she like look. Okay, so the only way that I ever imagine this owl is that it looks like freaking Hedwig. So I
No,
apologize
it's
in
not.
advance. I know it's not. It's a fucking barn owl. It's mean.
I know.
excuse
I
me,
figured
horned
out
owl.
everything. Yeah.
Did
For
you just
some reason,
call
it's-
him Hedwig?
I don't know what the fucking
She's right.
whatever the
But-
fucking thing is.
Hedwig,
But-
yeah.
Either way, I know it's not what that is.
Mhm.
So, but she still kind of looks at the owl. Hmm.
Indeed.
How many people are just glancing at an owl going to think it might not be indigenous? I wonder.
Jarvis just shrugs a little bit. He's not really sure what the chances are that someone would notice or not.
I think if people saw something that they hadn't seen at all in the area that they're in, then I think suspicions would rise, regardless of how smart you were.
Owls are generally nocturnal.
I was about to say too.
Yeah.
Alright, I think our best bet is probably sending him then, because if even a stray bolt hits our adorable little helper here, I think he might end up going down very quickly.
Poof.
And if he does, I can recast the spell easy. It's still lower risk.
You can still feel pain.
Can
also-
it? As far as I know, Dawn, does it?
I mean, it's more like a pop, but you don't feel any of its emotional, like, feelings, like pain, especially if it's just popping and going out of existence. It hasn't lived
So-
long enough to be able to make sure.
So I don't really know, I guess, huh?
No, not specifically. I know that's a really dark way of putting it, but shut up.
Well, yeah. Jairus still doesn't really think it's a big deal, but
Like,
how does he
real
explain that
irrelevant.
I don't really care it's an owl? He's not gonna say anything.
My main concern, honestly, is it getting noticed quickly.
I think if they do catch on, I guess the risk is that we would no longer have any element of surprise. And they'd be more on alert, maybe? On guard for potential people, like... Because, I mean, to be honest, the birds don't just fly into a crater. They'd fly across it, to a tree, but not into a barren crater.
I don't think Jairus would really know anything about nature, to be honest, so I don't really know if he would know otherwise.
I think... I don't know, I mean... Birds do better in trees, because it's like high up. Yeah,
These
they
are
get,
flatlands, right, Don?
At the moment, yes. There's
How many
like,
birds do I know that go into flatlands? I'm just curious.
roll a nature check. Some of them will go into the flatlands as a way to traverse between place to place. It's not it's so common that you're going to find yourself seeing them everywhere, but it's not impossible to see them there.
Like, I guess it wouldn't be unusual exactly.
Cassie kind of like taps her fingers together. Certain birds will show up here, potentially in migratory flight, but regardless, it's a large fucking owl.
I suppose I was only thinking worst case scenario, the owl poofs and I resummon it. Worst case scenario for Earthos is he gets injured. And
I know, but there's also the fact that my brother can vanish a lot easier than the owl can. And my brother will be going in hidden. If the owl's noticed, if they know that owls aren't here, and some of them know magic, it might end up with them figuring out that was a familiar and knowing we're here anyway.
well, if you believe that's the best plan to go with, then he kind of glances at Vendora and Ryle
Ryle.
too, because they haven't said any input yet.
Matt's muted.
I mean, I'm sure. Just shrugs.
I am not. The minute I walk down there, they will see me.
Love how self-aware these two are.
I mean, I'm fairly average size for a dwarf, but I'm on the scale of things, I'm pretty.
I don't think we're asking who wants to go down. I think it's more just, what do you guys think?
I do think you would have a little better time than the owl. For the various reasons that have already been said.
How many people we see? Just like a rough estimate.
Rough estimate, maybe a couple dozen.
So, here's the problem. If we get caught while... Oh, so are we going inside that thing? And he points to the pyramid.
How big is
Cause-
that pyramid, actually?
Big.
Are we talking
Ooh.
like Egypt pyramid?
Yes.
so we can go in.
Yeah, if we
Maybe.
get caught
figure
in
it
that
out.
thing,
Yeah.
if we get
Mhm.
caught in that thing, that means we'll have everyone outside coming in around us, so it will be fucking difficult to escape. If we try picking some off now, that could get the entire camp to come down on us.
Mm.
Is this where the thing is?
I mean, as it was described to Cassie, it is, right?
Was it even described to me?
Yeah, I think it was mainly.
No, this
To you.
this thing is not the artifact. But from what you were able to tell, it was in this
No,
area.
no,
I mean,
no,
this is
no.
what.
We were asking if the place the artifact was
Oh,
described to me.
yes. It was
Yeah.
not.
Okay.
Because he has not been there.
Wait, what?
Okay.
He basically told her, "You'll know it when you see it."
Yeah, and it was told to Cassie though, right?
Yes, that's what
Yeah.
was told to Cassie. You'll know it when you see
Ah.
it.
The question, Paris, is does she know it?
Pretty sure.
I
It's
was
pretty
about to say, I'm like,
suspicious.
if I remember the description correctly, it's an upside down pyramid.
Yes.
I have a way. Okay, so it's pyramid and then like all this camp and then trees. I'm guessing.
Or flatland?
No,
Flatland.
it's flat.
Flatland.
Yep. No trees.
Yeah. That's why we're worried about the owl, because owls don't tend to be in flatlands.
I was
Yeah, I
gonna
probably
s-
need to change
I
its
was-
form.
I was gonna say I could get Vartha to cause a distraction, but
Hmm.
Flatland would be hard for her to make a escape because
I
it's
mean-
hard to get out of line of sight.
There's
You're on a
that.
flatland.
And potentially, if the person that we fought before is in there, there's a chance he might be able to get her on the ground.
The thing is, I wouldn't get close enough for him to do it, but yeah.
I mean, can she fly fast?
I mean, faster than people can run.
I mean, that's a good thing. Even in flatland, if you can outpace them, then eventually they'll just stop running.
Eventually, but then she's got to survive until then.
Yeah.
It is hard to hide in this area. Flying or not.
How many did we fight last time?
Good question. How many was that?
I think,
Dozen, maybe?
Dozen and a half.
Not well, counting the undead, a dozen and a half probably.
we do still have the question of are they red hands in the first place?
Hmm.
I mean, it's likely they are, but if we're sending a dragon in to antagonize them, they might
I'm
just
not
end up
doing-
thinking we're enemies anyway.
I'm not sending the dragon in, trust me. It was a rough idea, but I don't feel comfortable leaving Vartha. She's still. Well, she's not young, but she's not the oldest of dragons. So, I don't want to leave her on her own.
I'm just saying we don't want to antagonize them if they're not worth it. Like, if they just turn out to be regular people, then we could just walk up. But
Joris, do you have the components to cast Find Familiar?
I think I do, don't I?
It has a gold piece cost. That's why I'm asking.
Oh,
Because you
well,
can't just cast it. You have to go out of your way to buy stuff to cast it.
yeah. I think I've got plenty of component for it. He's the type to stock up on this shit anyway. I think a while ago I made sure he had components for everything he has.
If I remember correctly, he did. It's just the owl hasn't died since then.
My familiar has never died. Not yet, anyway.
Is this more of an arid grasslands or more of like just green, very green?
I think it was like meadow green
Yeah.
flower
Well, and-
field kind of grassland.
Savannah sword.
In a crater, I wasn't sure. I figured it'd be more sandy and rocky.
Yeah, savannah.
It looks like it's been like this for a while.
Oh, if it's
Oh.
a savannah, it's not green then.
Yeah, it's like
Well,
Yellow-green.
it's getting towards that. Yeah.
Mhm.
So maybe you can make them prairie dog. Nothing you can make with that spell.
Could suggest multiple animals that could be in this habitat if you want.
Yeah, it would still take me an hour to do.
An hour of time to get us a potential watcher that looks normal?
No, Char.
What?
No.
What do you mean no?
It would not take an hour.
If she's ritual casting? Yeah.
Yeah, it says casting time 1 hour. Ritual casting.
I thought, why is it that long? It used to be 10 minutes, I feel like. Something like that. Or DM
Well, I-
10
I don't know why it's that long. I guess you can't just change it on the fly.
Yeah. We wait out here for that long, we might get spotted. So, I'd rather chance your luck.
Um,
'Cause we just dick around for that long and if someone might spot us.
that's possible. None of them are leaving this area, though, right, Dawn?
No.
Yeah. Then they don't seem interested in leaving the crater currently.
Well, it's not about leaving the crater, it's just someone getting lucky enough to see us.
That's not
Or
a
someone
chance.
sharing that same spell that you've got and has a familiar in the sky.
There's not a chance that any of us know any illusionary magic, is there?
Illusionary? Fuck. Nope.
Minora raises her hand.
Slowly looks to Minora.
Yeah, everyone. What?
That's what I think it is. That's not going to be too useful.
What exactly do you have?
I can change my form. I don't know how much use that would be, but
Matt, the disguise self didn't even come to mind. I thought you were talking about the 6 seconds of invisibility you can get.
That is also a thing, but that's a very last resort.
Cassie kind of looks between Earthosharis and her. It's ironic that she should have it, considering she is the one with the size to act like one of them.
I did see furbolgs in there, right?
1 or 2.
Yeah.
What's the most common race up in that bitch, though?
Orcs.
I didn't see all
gnolls.
of them.
As far
Don't
as you
orcs
can
speak
see.
giant? Or do orcs speak? No, they speak orc.
Orc.
They speak Orcish. Okay, so
Yeah.
the reason why I say no to Furbolg is because if there's only 1 or 2, they're gonna immediately notice that there is a third there. You ain't Eddie, you ain't Benny. Who the fuck are you?
I suppose. Stands out less than probably one of us, though.
Did you just say Teddy?
Yeah.
And I mean, unfortunately, tieflings do stand out a lot if they do spot those.
I mean, I'm underneath a cloak. I doubt from a distance they could.
True. Like I said, if they spot them, but
Yeah.
So, like, it's either we disguise Aurora, we send out the owl, or we send Earthos. And the only way that I could potentially make Earthos' plan better is through a horribly thing that might make it worse as well.
I mean, I don't see any downside of this now.
We'll use the owl and see how it goes, I suppose, if that's alright with the rest of the group.
Sure. I guess we need to do something.
You fly high enough and they won't be able to fucking realize that's an owl at first, because it's just bird.
well, the thing is, out of character, he already did a pass with the owl. That's how he even knows as much as we do already.
Yes.
It's just we had to do. I did it at a distance, so we want to get in range to be sniped or anything. But we're talking about possibly.
Yeah,
getting
getting closer. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's worth it just to know if they're even fucking the Red Hand. If
I
they
still-
are, we have an idea of what we're dealing with, at the very least.
I still feel the risk is lower than the other options.
What, sending one of our members into a camp filled with butt fucks? Definitely lower to send the owl.
Jarrus is still kind of waiting, though. He said his opinion, and he's kind of waiting to see what the group vote is.
I know I'm not very stealthy. I'm not sure I'd be the best person to stand in for this. Not At first, at least. Maybe as a backup.
I mean, if you get a closer look, tell us what races you see in there.
Mm. Well, I did see gnolls and orcs and a couple furbolgs.
Hmm.
You see Ryle get a kind of grin to his face. I got an idea, but it's not safe whatsoever.
Go on.
I have the other Knoll tribe's symbol on me. Then Roar can make herself look like an orc. What if we could fake a capture? But that's very fucking dangerous. I still think it's wise to send the owl first before we make any future decisions.
I say send the owl, and first and foremost get some kind of banner or sigil or something to indicate to whom they belong.
The owl?
Yeah.
Wait, okay, I don't understand the reasoning behind this.
So that it looks like a familiar from one of the red hands.
Oh, is that what?
What?
Wait,
No,
I'm
what?
confused. What am I confused? I'm confused.
He's
by what
saying
you
to
said.
I
go
say-
in there to figure out who the group is.
Yeah.
He
Go
said,
in there to figure out
Oh.
write a fucking sigil so that
Okay.
they know who the owls is.
Yeah,
NPR meant
that's what I thought
procure.
too.
Find whatever
Okay.
kind of sigil or
Okay. I thought you
Yeah.
said fucking make.
Yeah, I thought you meant who the owl belonged to. Not
Yeah.
no.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Okay.
Like, who marks the familiar?
We're gonna fucking die, dude.
Mhm.
Spent 20 minutes trying to figure out a plan.
Okay, yeah, I mean that makes sense.
Mm.
Well, if we're agreed on it, I'll go ahead and send it in.
Okay, so you're going to send in just the owl, just to clarify.
Yeah, could I send him in closer around the pyramid too?
Make him do the little birdie thing. Make him hop so he's lower to the ground and less obvious.
Well,
Okay.
if this pyramid's huge, also, by the way, I feel like
It's massive.
Yeah, then it's not so weird if a bird comes up and perches on top of it. Like, there's probably bird shit all. There's
Right
probably
into the
bird
fucking-
shit all over the top of that thing. Who knows?
Fucking
There's a crow. While the owl's flying, just flies smack in the fucking side of the pyramid.
No, it's seagulls.
Seagulls
Like
all the
loads
way out
of
here.
seagulls. Shit, like they just like shit all over the ground and steal your food.
It'd be so fucking weird out here.
Hold up a ration, you're swarmed. Oh my god, throw a ration in the group, the seagulls attack them. There's our
Oh my
distraction.
god.
Anyway, yeah, could I? Because I also wanted to maybe, if everything goes well, take a lap around the pyramid to see if I could find any entrances or anything.
Okay. So you're going towards the people first, looking them over to try and look for sigils, things of that nature, and then going to try and do circles around the pyramid, not necessarily going up to it unless you have to.
Kind of, yeah. Like just close enough to the pyramid to see if there's any entrances or anything. Maybe just one lap. Trying to make it look as natural looking as possible, but who knows?
All right. How close are you going to get to the people? Just curious.
How close would I have to be able to spot any like banners or anything like that?
It depends on the people you're going towards.
Well, I could be further away if they're bigger, right?
For some, yes.
Yeah, I'll focus more on the bigger ones since they're probably bigger enough for me to see from further out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what distance that would be at for the owl, though.
Okay. Make another perception check.
Okay.
While they're can I ask a question? So in Forgotten Realms, dwarves and orcs really don't like each other. Is that similar here?
The disdain between the two races is more due to the fact that dwarves were supposed to be the first race,
Wow.
and it's more like a sibling rivalry rather than a blood feud, except for certain clans who have pushed it to that point where they have created the animosity. Your particular tribe has seen them more as tolerable. Like the sibling that you're expecting to do something to fuck around with you, but as long as you don't fuck around with them first, generally they leave you alone.
Alright.
By the way, Don, earlier I asked, would I be able to make any rolls to see if I can recognize whatever the fuck this pyramid might be?
I believe I said no last time, and at the moment I'm
Okay.
going to stick with that.
Okay, I can't remember what you said last
Because
time.
right
so-
now it's a giant fuck-all pyramid in the sky. You've not seen anything really like this before.
Okay,
It's the
that's
world's
fine.
largest dreidel.
Pyramid in the sky.
Roll the
You mean-
17 or 13, by the way.
You eventually do. And you're going. How low to the ground are you going? Are you like hopping around like Paris, or you said, or are you actually like flying over?
Oh no, it's more of just a flyover.
Okay. You're closer this time. Still trying to keep a little more out of the way, but you're trying not to be like spotted as something to be shot down. None of them really look up. Not
Oh.
really. Eventually, you are able to see one of the ogres has the symbol of the red hand on one of their shoulder pads.
Oh.
There is something that you do eventually notice as well. Roll me an intelligence or a history check.
For me, right?
You're the one looking. No one else is using the bird's eyes but you.
History or intelligence doesn't make a difference. That's a 12.
You've seen one of the symbols before, and getting closer you're able to see that some of the people are wearing like full like chainmail armor, and they appear to be humanoids, like humans and such.
Hmm. Do they also have symbols of the red hand?
No, they do
or-
not. They have a different
Is-
symbol.
Is it
I
the
was gonna
people
say,
that
is there
drove
other
Z out of
symbols?
town?
That's what the history check was for. He's not certain.
Ah. So there is different symbols though mixed in here.
Yes, there's a different collection of symbols, as well as one symbol that you do not recognize. No. There's one symbol that you do recognize, poignantly.
Oh.
It is a symbol of a skull cupped in two hands.
Ooh, what does that mean?
Vamian
Specifically Vamian!
is one that he has put onto a few of his creations to have himself remember them as being his specifically.
Fortnite
so I
music
know
goes off in
it's-
the background.
Oh yeah, you with your memories back, you know.
So I specifically know it's his symbol.
One of them,
Ooh.
yes. And when you actually get a look at it, you realize it is a like full chainmail armored zombie that is just
Would you-
sitting around next to another guy in full armor, just.
I love that you would just see Jairus stand up and start walking away. Just with no context.
He probably looks a little more stern, all right. Oh, he hates that. Fuck. So, all right. So, you said there's several symbols mixed in here, right?
Yes,
Several symbols of
different organizations.
crater. Let's see. You said red hand, skull in hands.
Parentheses, Vamian.
What I don't recognize, is there like several more I don't recognize, or just what?
You just don't recognize most of them. You needed a 13.
Ah, okay. Okay.
This 13's a shame.
Then, are they all dead? Are they undead?
There's one of them that is undead.
Oh, one of them, the one that Vamian has, huh?
One of them, yes. There are more of these people are still alive than they are dead.
Huh. That's weird. Huh.
Is it?
I mean, I guess not. It's like, it's just weird. It's just, they're all weird. Why are they all here? Why are they working together?
They do not seem to be working together from what you can tell. They are simply coexisting.
Oh,
That's
are they
the
kind of
weirder
like,
part.
are they kind of split up in their own little camps, kind of?
No. There's
They're
people
all
in
just
each
kind
other's
of-
camps. They're just kind of there, and sometimes you'll see like one of them get up and just punch the other one in the face, and it'll last for maybe 12 seconds, and then they'll stop and go back and sit on the other side of fires, or just go off and do their own thing.
That's so weird. That's so
Wow.
weird. Do they look like they're under control or something? Is there any way
Make an
we could
insight
find
check.
out? Okay, insight.
Your modifiers.
Okay.
What if it's people that's gone off? What if it's people that's gone after the idol that's been mind controlled into?
They seem to be
Maybe.
dazed,
Oh.
not fully conscious. And when they go into like fights and things like that, they look like they've got some semblance of control of themselves, and then it just kind of goes away.
Oh.
And they go back to being either dazed or just kind of like dead-brained, for lack of better terms.
I wonder if it's a proximity thing or ooh, okay, that's some interesting bits of info. As for the pyramid, is there any seeable entrances or anything?
Flying around it, circling it from the outside, not on top, not around the sides.
Huh.
If you want to try and check the bottom, you can.
Uh,
Because there's the tip, the peak, down below,
oh wait, is the peak of it like in the
Like the-
ground or something?
It's an inverted.
It's inverted,
pyramid.
inverted pyramid. So it is in
Well,
the
well,
air,
yeah.
pointing at the ground.
Yeah, and the tip of it is still hovering above the ground though, right?
Yeah, it is off the ground. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go to the tip. And... gonna outie as fast as I can if anyone starts making a move on the owl, but
Okay, so you fly underneath it to try and look up inside to see if there's an entrance to it.
mm-hmm.
I don't think the owl can get the save on this.
Ooh, interesting.
Oh no, it's in the air. You absolutely can't. So you fly underneath the pyramid, and there's just
Uh-huh.
a shriek as the owl forcibly thrown essentially up into the pyramid,
Into
So
it,
we
like
got
sucked
tractor
in,
beam.
or what?
like tractor beam. Like as soon as you're like flying underneath it, you see like there's a hole, and then as you're like physically passing under it, you go shoop as you feel something pushing underneath you. Well, you don't feel it. You just see that the bird is like looking down, just like what is the ground is going away from that at a rapid pace, and they are in the pyramid.
Oh my god, it just got sucked in, but it's okay.
Yes, but your connection is cut off.
Ooh, interesting. Okay. I guess when he snaps back,
Nope.
Huh?
You try and snap him out. He's
No,
connection's
he
gone.
snapped
No,
back.
no,
Oh,
Gyrus
snap
doesn't
back.
do any-
Okay, I was just
to the
letting you
party,
know if
yeah.
you try and snap him out and back, it doesn't work.
Oh, okay, yeah, not like that.
Yeah.
Um,
Just letting you know.
okay, yeah, he, looks at the rest of the party, and relays the different symbols and stuff. Does he mention Vamians? Let me think. Okay, he's been trying to be more honest about this shit lately.
He's not really obliged.
Yeah, he mentions they're different symbols. They seem to be kind of dazed, like they're under some kind of control. and describe their behaviors. And when he mentions the red hand symbol, but also he says a symbol Vamian's used in the past.
Who do I mean?
My previous mentor.
Oh, alright.
That's all he says.
Kinda sounds like a Chad name, honestly.
You're not wrong.
Ah. So, what would happen if I did this? And he goes into the crater.
Okay.
What?
Man
What?
going
He
in.
just
He just going.
He has his hood up. Don't worry. So.
Urthos, wait.
Nah, it's too late for that.
Wait, didn't we just figure out they were all mind controlled? So if they
Exactly.
see another mind controlled being, they might be able to just go, oh, they're not.
Yeah, Gyrus is like, wait, we don't know if it's proximity related.
So he's heading into the crater.
Only one
Does
way to
anyone-
find Only one way to find out.
Does anyone else say or do anything? Is Paris here?
Man moves fast. I got big arms. They strong. They ain't fast.
Yeah, not like Gyrus could do anything about it.
Speak.
Discord is a fucking cock, and it can suck on my dick. Fuck's sake, I've been muted this entire time because of Discord.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Ah! First of all, no, Cassie looks too in shock to even say anything. The fact that he just walked up. Second of all, are
Okay.
you insane?
Yeah. Gyrus would have called out after him about the mind control thing and proximity thing, but I don't know. Stop.
Anyway. Well, I mean, yeah. Can't just all sit around all day. So.
So he's just
doing-
running on in?
No. He's not running in with reckless abandon. No, he's just like, he has his hood in, his hood up, and he's like walking towards.
Actually, he's probably better camouflaged with both of us.
As he's walking, Gyrus is like, I hadn't even mentioned the tractor beam and losing connection with the owl.
The what and the what now?
I had the owl take a pass underneath and it got sucked up into the pyramid and I lost contact.
She slowly turns her head back to Earthos. He's
Well,
gonna
he's
talk.
already over there, yeah. Oh, I can send. I can still use, what is it? Message? Yeah, I'll use message to Earthos to inform him of this and caution him about the proximity
Yeah,
possibility.
we're gonna watch Earthos get flipped upside down and sucked in.
Yeah, make sure he does not do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Huh?
Well, I mean, I'm trying to stealth. I don't think I can necessarily hide though.
No,
They
really,
just
there's
have
no really place
disadvantage.
to.
They just
See
have
ya.
disadvantage on perception checks to see me.
My thing is, I don't get the point of you stealthing in now. Because we
Roll.
figured out the info we needed, so what was
Well,
the
it's
point?
too late.
He just went.
Okay,
So
Leroy Jenkins.
yeah.
so you begin making your way down into it. Roll me an intelligence save at advantage.
Okay. I'm not going in it just yet.
Make up
Okay.
your mind. Are you going in it or are you not?
Yeah,
I'm
right.
not-
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
said
gonna
you went
go-
in it.
I went into the crater.
Okay, if you're going into
Yes.
the crater, that's why you're making the intelligence save with advantage.
Okay.
You feel something, but it passes. You're able to continue on.
Alright. I will keep going.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I have no way of talking back to.
But when he casts message on you, you can reply to that message.
I was just about to say,
Oh.
like, Gyrus periodically would be like,
Only within
you
20
still-
feet.
yeah,
yeah.
are you still feeling alright? Like, that kind of thing.
Well. I felt small pressure in my head, but it's gone now.
So, it might be a proximity thing. Oh, did it just happen when you entered?
Pretty much.
Hmm.
I swear to God, I just heard Don counting.
And
Yeah.
he'll, of course, relay it to the group, too, what he's talking about. Because messaging is only between those two.
Can you ask him why he's in there in the first place?
Good question. What exactly are you accomplishing, Arthos?
I'm just gonna get a closer look myself. I mean, feel free to join me if we actually want to get this relic or something.
This is why it happens. This is where I watched my brother die.
There's.
I mean,
Do you
look,
relay
okay.
that, Gyrus? Gyrus, do you relay him saying, if you want to come, you can?
He's still talking, so.
Okay.
I mean, like, we came here to get a relic, right? Sitting around is not gonna do anything, and there's no more information we can really get.
Yes, but developing a plan with everyone would be better than going in without one.
I suppose.
Just stay
Okay.
safe, Arthos.
I will.
He'll relay it to the group now then, for a minute. And then every, I don't know, little bit he'll check in with Arthos just to keep checking on him.
120 feet.
Yeah.
Until
120.
120 feet,
It
yes.
is going to come faster than you think.
Oh, okay.
We're like, how
Well,
many feet out from this crater are we actually?
Say good 120 feet.
Okay, so as
If
soon
you
as
had
he hits
moved up
the
to
edge
the
of...
edge, then yeah, you'd be at the edge right now.
Yeah,
Oh.
no. Ryle just was squatted. He stands up, goes, "Alright, Vartha, come on," and just starts walking.
Oh, fuck it.
Oh, it's
Oh.
safer to go together.
Yeah, so much for plans.
I don't like it any more than you do, trust me.
Plans, man. We'll be fine.
Be prepared if we're going in. We might fall under the effect of whatever the others are on.
One can hope. Just continues walking. I mean, being
Uh,
part of a hive mind sounds fun, but still don't want it.
She turns to Gyrus. If I start acting weird, please, God, forget that it's me and stab me.
It won't be that bad, Cassie.
Mm.
He did say no.
He sure did it.
I'm gonna fail this check. Next thing I know, there's gonna be a dagger sticking out of my ass.
He ain't gonna fucking stab you under no circumstance. By the way, Dawn, I will. I don't care. Everyone knows about them now, anyway. I will have my Skelly boys come up to the edge too, because I
I was
don't.
gonna say it like
Oh no.
We've been expecting
That's
him.
that's more
Yeah.
things that can get controlled by this thing.
Well, yeah, he doesn't know if they'll fall under it or not, so I was gonna have just.
I mean, he saw
one of
another
them-
undead down there.
True, but
I mean, if
he's
it
not-
does, then it seems like their commands are to just sit.
Well,
Pretty sure
No,
the
no.
commands are to guard.
probably. And when he does it, I'm not gonna just have them all walk in at once. I'm gonna have like them go one at a time in case something like that happens.
Cassie will
God.
stop the group real quick. Can I make a slight suggestion?
Of course.
Perhaps we should space out when each of us goes in there, as opposed to just a large group.
That's fair.
They're gonna hear us coming either way, but yeah.
Well, in case one of us might turn, it might be best to go one at a time.
Even two at a time. I don't care where. It's just not. She counts technically 6.
Well, I'm just going now. Well, just continues walking.
Be my
Might
guess.
as well not hesitate.
He can go first then. Well, second, technically.
If I'm gonna be crap, what's the word?
Let's talk more walk.
I am. He is walking.
What?
Fuck you.
So, Arthos,
No, thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Before Arthos does his
Ah.
thing, we'll get to you in just a
Oh.
second. Everyone who
Oh.
has an intelligence that is less than a 13, your intelligence is made straight roll. Everyone who is below a 10, roll it with disadvantage. Everyone who is a 14 or above, roll your intelligence save with advantage.
Oh.
I
Cassie.
called
Oh,
it. I
no.
knew it. I knew it.
And remember, Don, we are going a little bit one at a time.
Big shout outs to 14 intelligence.
I mean, Ryle's going first, but we did decide I'll go one at a time here, right?
Regardless of going one at a time, you're still making the save.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Just making sure. I don't want it to be chaos
Also,
all of a sudden.
don't roll it for the skeletons. They're connected to you.
Oh, okay.
So, what were you saying, Arthos?
What I was gonna do was, if they're not looking in my direction, are they looking in my direction?
Some of them look at you, but they don't really seem to care.
Oh, some of them see me. Oh.
Yeah, they look at you. Just because they have disadvantage on perception doesn't mean they're not going to notice a person walking through the middle of the area.
Okay. Alright, I mean, so -5 to passive perception, so.
Mhm.
But yeah, anyway. So he's just gonna, wave.
Okay.
Do they wave back, or do they just look at me?
They just look at you.
He just turns back to the group.
So ballsy.
Such an inspiration.
Arthos is gonna gamble, and he'll take his hood off.
Okay.
Oh my fucking god.
None of them seem to be looking your way at the moment.
Well, yeah, I'll turn to the group and I'll be like, and I'll just shrug.
Mm. Alright, so everyone else makes their way in. Cassie.
Technically, we're still missing some.
Who are we still with? Venora.
Mm-hmm.
Mad. When I said everyone, I meant everyone.
Order-wise, just to help, I guess. It was Ryle, I'm guessing, and then Cassie, and then Gyres, and then one more, maybe?
Either Venera fourth or second in our group of movement other than Arthos. Not
Yeah.
sure where though. Man,
not-
we need you!
Mad's too busy posting memes. Get your ass out of the memes and get back onto the Roll20.
Madrino!
What is with this glue? What is this? This is no. This is no.
He was here like a second ago.
He said he was on his phone, but I don't know what he said he was doing.
I mean, he was on Roll20 a second ago, too. Like, commenting about things.
I love that. Okay, it sounds weird, but I just love that the companion has a higher intelligence than Cassie. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's not. It doesn't. It has proficiency in intelligence saves.
No, I mean Vatha.
Oh yeah, no. Of course the fucking dragon's going to. It's a fucking dragon.
Some dragon are
There you
big
are.
dumb. Okay,
There you are.
parents?
Intelligence save.
why would-
Are you? What is your intelligence?
It's a hot 12.
Cool. You get to roll it a straight roll.
Cool.
Is Venora going in what order? By
Oh
the
yeah,
way?
what's the order that everyone else is gone?
I don't know. We didn't.
Right.
Ryle went
I
first,
don't think it
but-
matters
Ryle
too
first.
much.
No.
Anyway.
It might. It might.
It might.
I'll just kind of
Yeah,
walk
DM
in
just said it doesn't.
after Ryle, I guess. Like,
Okay.
see if I can catch him. If
Send
he
him to you.
needs to be caught, I suppose.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's 14. I'll take that.
So Cassie and Venora.
Oh,
And technically
fuck.
Lux. You guys.
Insufficient.
You guys enter into this area, and your minds go blank.
Fun.
You're just kind of. You're still following after the group,
Mhm.
but you're not thinking. You're just kind of meandering, just kind of looking around, just like. Oh.
Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm.
Would I recognize if they seem off or anything? Like, I'm specifically looking for it, so, and asking if they are feeling okay.
They kind of shrug.
That's it? They don't even speak?
Nope.
Well, that doesn't bode well. At least, especially with Cassie. Cassie. kind of snaps in front of her.
She kind of looks at you
Cassie's
like,
she's never this calm.
Not in this kind of
I did
situation.
want to get the sash from her.
Cassie, are you sure you're feeling okay?
she shrugs again.
You're not nervous at all about what's going on?
Kind of just looks around.
Well, this doesn't bode well.
I wasn't
Then
expecting to save. I got pretty high, but I wasn't expecting to save.
Yeah, he's also trying to get Venrora's attention. Venrora,
She looks at you.
and you are you feeling all right?
She looks up, kind of looks around, looks back to you, shrugs.
Oh, same way.
Well,
Ryle.
Yo, no, I'm fine.
You see
Well, it
another pair of people in the background just start beating on each other for, again, only about 12 seconds, and they go back to watching the fire.
Voth, are you good?
Rattles her scales, and Intercom is just like, this place is magic in some way.
Really? I couldn't assume it.
It was a
I'm very
question to
confused.
verify.
What
Yes,
modifier
I'm
did you
joking.
need to roll advantage?
14.
14 or above.
So me and Vatha both just barely made it.
Does Lux have proficiency or something with
Yes.
intelligence?
Yes.
Oh my
He's
god.
a
All
companion.
saves. Good for you, Paris. Mine has proficiency in 3, and that's because Ryle has proficiency in 3.
Hmm.
She just gets mine.
I'm gonna watch the people beating on each other for 12 seconds,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna try and time how long it takes before they do it again.
How long are you wanting to wait?
I guess a good 5, maybe
Why the
10
fuck
minutes.
does it say Vatha is a construct? Wait a minute.
I don't know. Okay,
Hmm.
you wait 5 minutes. None of the ones you're watching get up to fight again. There is another one over on another side that starts fighting. You do hear one person actually seeming to start screaming and starts running towards the edge, and then another person trips over another person who gets up and starts beating on him while he's on the ground. But 12 seconds later, he's sitting back down. The other guy just gets back up, breathing heavily, slowly pushes himself back up, sits down, and starts staring into the fire.
I wonder if it becomes a problem if they try to leave,
Hmm.
and then one of the ones under control beat them back into submission, basically.
I'd be waiting, so I'd let the group catch up with us, basically,
They catch up.
during the
Well,
time.
5 minutes. Yeah, we would have got her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you catch up pretty fast.
Yes, sister, and Venora, so I'm a bit off.
Are you guys pausing there?
For a moment, yeah.
You guys pause there. As you're waiting, after about the minute passes, Cassie and Venora start walking towards one of the fires.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna
Oh, have fun stopping me, lads. Come on,
me?
guys.
Paris, say that
The two
again.
strongest humanoids in the party.
T-poses starts.
No!
Say that again. You mean humanoids? I'm a humanoid.
What's
Yeah.
your humanoid?
I'm
Jared,
like
Definitely.
Amber Height.
Ember.
I'm like Amber Height. That's still a humanoid. You call what? Paris, what you say about Amber, Paris?
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
Yeah,
Grab Cassie.
yeah. Jairus will also probably from the other side be trying to grab her arm or something to keep her from moving. Sorry, Venrora. Cassie's priority.
Can I,
No, that's fine. That's fine.
can
You
I
need
just
more
try
people
to
than just you
grab
anyway.
Venora's leg?
Okay,
Just
so
You can try.
plant my feet and grab Venora's leg.
you are grabbing Cassie and you are grabbing Venrora. For those
Fucking
who are
waiting.
grabbing the other person, I need you to make me a charisma check. Just straight charisma.
Check.
Oh.
Not
Yes.
save.
Yes.
Okay.
Interesting.
That is interesting.
Woohoo.
This is our downfall yet? Oh wait, no. Why is that advantage? Sorry.
It's
Well,
not. It's
17.
still
17 is pretty good.
Earthos, who are you grabbing?
Cassie.
Okay, so 2 of you grab Cassie. and when you grab hold of her, trying to get her to stop, she stops. Ryle, you are doing the child impression of holding onto Venora's leg as she is walking along.
Being
with you.
fair, I can stop her technically with my strength, but yeah.
Roll
I
a
am
strength
strong
check contested.
Forcibly.
Oh boy.
Athletics.
Oh, athletics. We're doing athletics.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh
Oh.
no.
Natural one.
Oh, she has
Ah,
to
look at that! Wait, but
That-
does the tie still go to the defender?
Yes, it
Yeah,
does.
I
So
would.
you're still
Shit.
getting dragged.
I'm not getting dragged, dude. I'm letting go. He's just not trying there. He doesn't care. He's like,
I-
well,
My
Mara.
Skelly boys trying to hold her, like 2 of them.
Wait, roll wisdom or intelligence save for those skeletons.
Nope, I said don't.
No.
No? Okay.
Yeah.
I turned to Gyrus to say,
Yeah,
is this one of those things where, like, you have to slap them out of it or throw water in their face?
Ooh,
I'm assuming there's no way I would know. Is there an Arcana check or anything that would this kind of
No.
thing work? No?
Slap me, lads. I really want to see what happens.
Yeah, he kind
Pong.
of shakes his head and he's like, I'm not sure.
You said 2
Cassie-
skeletons are trying to
Yeah.
roll 2 charisma checks for the skeletons.
Where is Skelly Boy sheet?
That's why she won.
They
Because she
like
can literally lift her foot and carry you.
Two
We gotta remember
charismas, you
precarious.
said?
I have center of gravity.
2 crystal checks. Oh my.
They have -3.
Holy
They're getting
shit.
dragged.
Oh, this point her fucking speed is lower just because of the weight.
No.
Nah, man, those are
It's
some
clear
light
now.
skeletons.
run,
And my
run.
carrying capacity is a little.
runs finger bones through imaginary hair.
Could I do it forcibly or no?
Are you going to try and force
I
Venora?
want to contest this.
Yeah,
Against
to
the
see.
How strong is Venora? Or how weight? How much do you weigh?
Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot. And honestly, I feel like I'm kind of underballing it at this point.
Is that just a strength roll or?
Chief. I mean, go off.
I'll allow
It's
it if
about-
you want to try it.
It's an athletics check, so it's just a straight check.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Can I have all 3 of them do it then? It's becoming forceful.
Dog pile skeleton.
I'll say Venora, just roll it at advantage.
Oh my god.
At advantage. Oh.
Bro.
Athletics? Oh no.
This is funny.
Oh no.
There's a
You think
chance.
Oh no. There's not
Also,
one on the other
being-
side though.
Being fair, Venora, your athletics ain't that high. It's pretty
It's
high,
not?
but it ain't that. Yeah.
Oh, not yet.
I'm guessing it
She
don't work
doesn't
then.
even have expertise.
Nah,
It's
man.
funny.
This is not good. Arthas is gonna attempt to
That's-
slap Cassie.
All right. Let's start here. This is a baseline. Let's start.
Cassie did say, well, she said it as a joke, but
No,
she did say
Don't correct him. He doesn't know.
she said to stab her she's feeling acting
Don't
strangely, so I'm sure a
don't stab.
slap wouldn't bother her.
Okay, you're trying to hit Venora.
No,
No.
you hit
We're
me.
starting with Cassie as a test subject, then we'll move on to.
I love this.
Huh. That's gonna be
One
so
you
much
hit
fun.
everyone. Oh no, I don't like that.
Are
Oh
you
no.
going to hit Venora?
We just said no, Guru.
No, I mean trying to like grab and drag her. That's what I meant.
Why would we do that?
Making sure.
We already. Yeah, she's just going by the fire. I don't really give a shit at this point.
Okay. If another person would like to try and coax her away, that would be another charisma check.
Oh, wait, who? What?
If another person, other than the people who have already tried to lead her away,
I don't
Oh,
think
Venora?
anybody is. Yeah.
Not at this point, no. I
So
think
you're
it's
just
The other
just
two were
Venora?
focused on Cass. We're
I know
not
what I gotta
moving right now.
yeah, you're not. Cassie's not moving away towards the fire. As soon as like you two grabbed hold of her and like tried to coax her away, she stopped.
Okay.
They're
She has
smacking you to try and snap me out of it.
Yeah.
So you're trying to like smack her to get her out of it?
Yeah.
Cassie, yeah.
Okay, so you smack her.
Yes.
Yeah. Nothing happened?
Roll initiative.
Let's kill Cassie. Let's kill Cassie. Let's kill
Oh,
Cassie.
great. Oh, this is no good.
Let's kill Cassie.
Wait, Gur, do
This is the
I
thing.
react?
Nope.
Okay, good.
Oh.
Okay, so John, do I roll for the companion?
Companion's not been hit.
Okay.
You were hit.
Did Lux start going towards one of those? Fires?
Yeah, he did.
Yep.
Well,
Okay, I think.
no one touched him though. Not priority.
Would you want to go up behind the horse and try and grab it?
Yeah, nope. That initiative applies to my scaly boys too, I'm sure.
This is like the one time I roll good initiative. Really?
It's not. I just love the idea that Voth is in the background trying to pull Vinrora by her teeth.
Right.
Make a charisma check for Vatha. Make a charisma check for Vatha.
She doesn't know
Oh.
anything's about to go down.
Fuck.
Yeah, she's just trying to pull it.
Yep, not working.
I
Alright.
mean,
Everyone who wants to try
there's a
and
chance. There's a chance.
roll a athletics
Hey!
check.
Is it an advantage?
No, it's just one person.
Alright, alright.
I said
Come on, come on,
advantage
come on,
just
come on, come on.
Yep.
Yeah!
You are no longer progressing towards the fire, but you have an inclination to follow this creature.
Yeah.
Cassie, someone laid hands upon you. You see red. The person in front of you must be slapped in the most dangerous way you can. Note, you cannot use spells. You do not have any inclination to use them. You just want to hurt.
Oh.
Hurt them as you wish.
I am so sorry.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's fine, that hits.
Karis, this is the second time you've been made to fight another character in character.
This is
So,
amazing.
No, third, technically.
10 damage? Yeah, 10 damage. Yeah, uncanny dodge.
Mm-hmm.
I've stabbed Peta. I came close to killing Alonin. Now I'm after Arthos.
Oh no.
Everyone gets one.
Alright.
You're
Is
next,
that-
apparently, Jarvis.
Paris
You
gets
get
bonus
it.
action.
Vatha sees big attack and his
Oh,
head
right.
pops up.
Yeah, do you get another attack?
That does miss.
That misses.
Arthos.
I will. Well. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna
also-
bonus action yeah.
Roll me an intelligence save.
Oh no.
Okay.
Because you were stabbed.
Advantage?
This is
Oh.
violence.
Okay.
You are still okay.
Oh.
So you can bonus action
Oh,
disengage.
Bonus action disengage,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll attempt to coax her towards the edge of the crater. Is it like?
So you're
is
trying to
the
go back
crater-
towards the edge of the crater.
Is it like?
By this point, you're probably a good 300, 600 feet away, somewhere in that range. Like you've walked a decent way in by this point.
All right. Well, all right. I
I
just
have a Cecile here. Thank you for reminding me.
I. God.
Oh, I thought we weren't going to control Neves while she wasn't here.
No, I need to roll her stuff to see if she's just following along or if she's. She has a 13, so she gets.
I'm just like turning to like Jairus and I guess Lux, just like, do we knock her out? Did Lux, do you want to take her to the edge? I don't know what.
Lux is currently under the influence of whatever the
How
fuck
would
he's
you know
in.
that? It's a horse.
Lux-
No, Lux isn't.
Lux is.
Lux is.
Yeah, he is.
He is.
Yes,
Yeah,
Lux is a
he rolled a
celestial.
12.
Okay. I thought you said he wasn't.
No,
Oh,
Lux is
shit.
under the effect and is over by Vinrora at the moment.
Okay.
I'd suggest taking her out. But
Is there a way we can just knock her out
Okay.
easy?
not
Well,
easy.
I get the quarterstaff out. Well, this is about as non-lethal as I can be.
Okay.
I'm going to two-hand this.
Okay.
Oh,
That'll
Oh. Wait, is anyone in 5 feet? Jairus.
Huh?
Yeah, Jairus is.
Yes.
Yeah, Jairus was.
I
he
feel
said
like I
he was
probably
trying
was.
to grab
I
her
didn't-
as well.
I
Yes.
didn't touch her while he was doing this, but
Okay.
I am near.
You're within 5 feet because you're trying to grab me.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
It doesn't have the finesse property or anything like that, so no sneak attack.
It does have the finesse property.
Oh,
Guru.
does it?
Yes, it
Yeah.
does.
Oh,
Isn't
okay.
this that
This is
fancy
the-
one you
Oh,
told
yeah,
me
this
about?
is the
That's the
fancy
fancy one.
Yep, well, yes, that.
21 sneak. Hot
Yeah.
diggity dog.
So 33 points of damage.
We level 7, boys. We lied.
Mhm.
33 bludgeoning damage.
Yep.
That was 3 damage away from being max.
Yep.
Yeah. And because I'm disengaged, I walk away.
Alright. Ryle.
I will run up to her,
Okay.
cock my war pick back like a baseball bat, and I'll hold my action to cast a spell until Vatha gets.
Okay. Jairus.
First of all, could I have a couple of the Skelly boys come over and grapple her in place, hold her still?
Make a athletics check for the Skelly Boys. Paris, make acrobatics or athletics checks of your choice.
Okay.
I feel like physically only 2 of them could possibly
Yes.
be grappling her, right? Yeah. Is that just a strength roll then, or?
Yes, if he's not proficient, then it's just a strength roll.
Okay. Oh, there has to be. Damage. Okay, I should have looked this over first. Anyway.
So,
Oh my god.
roll another athletics check, Paris.
Oh my god!
Okay, so the first one reaches out to you, Paris, and you just kind of like push it to the side. But as you do, you lose your balance, and I'm going to say, just for fun, make me a strength saving throw.
Also, if you've ever
Okay.
seen The Walking Dead, you know more than 2 creatures could grapple
Oh
one
yes.
person.
Well, yeah.
But we'll leave it at that for simplicity. You do not drop your sword, so you still have your sword on you.
I'm being grappled.
But you are
She
grappled,
still
and your
wants
next
to swing the sword.
your next attack will be with disadvantage. You're barely holding on to it. Jairus, is there anything else you wanted to do?
Yeah, this might be a little weird, but
I like weird. Please, it's me we're
Um,
talking about. Was this really a surprise?
So, Paris, I think when I was drawing Cassie's little chibi thing, that's basically what she's wearing, right?
Yeah. What are you doing?
Oh no.
So she's wearing some belts and stuff, right, that are like pretty secure on her.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Undo.
Hold on. Since she's been grappled.
Jairus just
now-
starts choking her out with her own clothing.
Well, she can't do that. But can I slip the immovable rod like on the back of her belt so she can move?
Oh my god. Oh my fucking
Yeah.
god.
What?
Oh my god.
The best.
Make a sleight of hand check at advantage.
Okay.
Oh my god!
It's really weird, but
Yeah.
So you're focused on wanting to stab things, Paris, and you do not notice the click of the immovable rod in your belts.
it's on the backside too, so
Yeah.
it's not exactly easy for her to reach.
No.
Oh my god!
Yo, imagine this. You put it you get the glue that can't be removed, right? You put it on an immovable rod, and you put it that one part of the back someone can't read.
Oh
Stuck
no!
forever.
Oh,
Well,
God.
Cassie's stuck. I'll
Not
still have the
moving.
two Skelly boys grappling anyway, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
one at the moment, but yes.
oh well,
Vatha will
yeah.
fly up there. As she gets within melee, I will use my reaction to cast that spell I was holding. That spell being Blooming Blade. And just swing, I guess.
Is-
Okay.
Can you cast a spell and attack?
Yes, hold my action to cast a spell. And that spell is Booming Blade, which requires me to make an attack.
Yes, it does.
Do we not have a more peaceful way to have her
Slap her.
sleep?
Nope!
I feel like
Like,
Butters wants to kill me.
Okay.
Like,
Oh my god. I
Does
don't have
Jairus
any
know,
other
like,
weapon.
a sleeper hold or anything like that? Does he know about it?
Well, you why? Even I would say I don't think so.
I don't have another weapon. Like, this is all I
mean,
got.
I don't think Jairus was able to perform it, but I don't know if he might know it.
And then Vatha will use her reaction to attack.
That
Misses.
misses.
Then she'll use her action to attack. That'll hit for 6 slashing.
I'm still up. Someone hit me.
Okay.
I can't. Someone has to hit me.
Stop trying to hit me and
You
hit
don't want to
me.
do that.
Pretty much.
It's back to your turn, Paris.
Bears.
You have 0 movement speed.
That is correct.
No one's in range, right?
Yes.
I mean, I moved out of
I
range.
am. Ryle is.
Ryle and Vatha, I guess.
You miss.
I would hope.
All right.
Does she have another attack?
Bonus
Yeah, I
action
do.
attack, yeah.
You miss.
Mm.
I've got a shield and breastplate on. You.
Oh, also,
Please
Ryle,
God.
since you attacked her with an actual attack, I need you to make me an intelligence saving throw.
Erthos didn't?
Earthos did as well. So he made the intelligence saving throw before, though.
You said that's for getting hit, though.
Yes,
Is it for getting hit or attacking?
both, but you only
Both?
make one on your turn.
Oh,
Only one per round, you mean?
Yeah. Ooh.
17 then, right?
17. You're still good. No, it's not at advantage, so it'd be the 4.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Okay, your mind goes blank.
Shit.
Oh no.
I wish you could have described that, yeah.
Well,
didn't know.
not like your character would know.
No, but
Yeah.
Erthos could have communicated it if when he swung, he got the fuzziness.
Yes,
Because
no,
he
he
slapped
didn't.
her, too. Yeah.
He got hit,
Hmm.
and he got the fuzziness, and because
me
he
and
had
Vatha
powered
both
through
won.
it on his turn, he was able to continue to swing.
Yeah.
Oh, this
She
is
didn't
bad.
swing at you until her turn. And even though you are with the fuzziness, if she had hit you, it could have knocked you into a rage. Basically meaning you would continue to attack her.
Okay, so I suppose I noticed that Ryle is sudden.
He's gone. He doesn't really look like he cares about this anymore. He's just like, oh
Well, to be fair, he didn't in the first place.
no. But this is
He just-
like a more blank.
Well, could you have that immovable rod, Jairus? Because I think we're done.
Cassie's still up.
She's
Yeah,
still
I'm
up,
still
yeah,
up.
yeah. But when it gets, are you
Yeah.
guys going to stop attacking her?
No.
I am not moving that rod.
It's not
She's
like
still
she has a
hostile.
bow and arrow and is good with it.
Are you going to not attack her?
Finish. Erthos is just going to say, violence seems to be a common theme round here. Okay, well, doesn't seem like a good theme.
I agree.
I would unfortunately suggest that we just leave her here.
There's 2 more party members left, by the way.
It's only me and Erthos that are in our
Yeah,
right mind
yeah,
right
it's
now.
just you
yeah.
two now, yeah. 2 party members left.
Not even Vatha?
Nope,
No,
Vatha.
She
rolled
failed
up.
to.
Yep.
Okay. Well, shit. I mean, it's not like there's anything we can do about it, is it?
Well, first we can move Ryle away from Cassie's range. I'm not sure about Vatha.
Hmm. Do they look hostile with each other?
Vatha's
No.
easier to move than Ryle.
Yeah.
I mean, is Cassie still seem bent on attacking whoever's nearby, or?
At the moment, as of this round, yes.
Okay.
Do you follow Arthos's call and not attack her?
I'm not attacking, but it's still Arthos' turn.
And he,
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just pass.
Okay, you pass. Ryle, you're dazed and kind of out of it, just like looking around at everyone, just like, what's going on?
Jairus will try to move Ryle out of Cassie's range.
Okay, so you.
Wait, Guru, I have a question.
Hmm.
I'm gonna DM you a question.
Hmm.
I was wondering if that would help.
It would not for this
Okay.
effect. Okay, so you grab Ryle and pull him back.
Yeah, try to pull
Ryle
him back.
doesn't
anyway.
really resist. He just kind of gets dragged back at this current point. He's not trying to go anywhere, so when you drag him, he's just kind of following along with you, really. Vatha just kind of comes down to the ground, just kind of like blinking.
Oh,
And, yes?
okay. I was gonna I still have the one Skelly boy's on Cassie, but
Yes.
could I? I don't know. Never mind. I guess it's fine as this.
Okay.
I sent you something, Don.
Technically, it is a form of it, yes.
Well,
Cool. You can roll it again to see if you, or if, rather, he would have succeeded. Okay. So Lux is actually okay. Good
Lux
to
is
know.
okay.
Yeah, Lux is okay.
I asked him
Let's
if it
go
was a
back
charm
a
effect.
bit.
Lux has advantage on charm effects. I didn't know what the hell kind of effect this was until now.
Thank you for reminding me.
Oh,
Okay.
so okay.
That being said, Lux is okay.
Well,
Cassie, you hit your 12 seconds and the bloodlust kind of just, it's like someone flushing down a toilet and just kind of drains out of your eyes and you don't feel violent anymore. You kind of just want to go back to the bonfire.
Has Venora moved again and moved towards the
Venora's
bonfire yet?
Venora's at the bonfire at the moment.
She's just staring at it.
Yep.
I would
Well, no, go ahead.
I would suggest keeping Cassie here. It would seem that if this effect were to end, that well, right now she's a bit fucked up. Didn't expect to hit her that hard.
We need to be very careful that it's just you and me.
Hmm. Would we know that Lux is still okay then, if she passed? If he passed?
It's a horse.
Yeah, but Lux would, like, I don't know, be concerned or something, or...
Yeah, how
Lux
is
fine.
Lux acting, I guess, behavior-wise?
Lux is watching all this just like, this is all mildly odd, but it's like just kind of watching just like, huh.
But otherwise, he doesn't really look dazed or anything, I guess?
No.
I just kind of turn to Lux and I'm like,
Yeah, also looking at Lux.
you, oh. You want to stay near Cassie, or want to come with us?
Lux is going to go over near Cassie.
Don't actually know if you understand me at all.
Looks like, as you say that, Lux kind of looks at you just like with like a yeah kind of expression.
That's a
The
very
way-
weird expression for a horse.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
well,
very
here's the thing.
strange.
Here's the thing. I will give him this. Arthos is known for fucking ever. Cassie speaks in common to Lux often, and he responds.
Or at the very least, looks like he's responding in some regard.
Yeah, I just don't know if that's just a well-trained horse. Just like, whenever I say something, just nod your head, and you'll get a treat.
The crab! It's Clancy!
apparently Cassie got something to be able to actually communicate telepathically or something, right?
Or something.
With Lux? Because, I mean, she commented about it in front of everyone, and I don't know, I figure she might have talked to Gyrus about it by now.
Yeah.
I think that's what she got as a prize from the cave or whatever a while ago, right?
Yeah.
What was it exactly? Was it like a
He-
headband or something?
Yeah, it's a headband.
And she's wearing it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it easily removable?
I have horns. You tell me.
It also
How-
more than likely requires attunement.
That's what I was thinking. Probably attunement. How long does attunement take again? An hour, maybe?
An hour.
It takes a minute.
Your easiest bet, I'm gonna be real with you, Chief, is to knock me the fuck out and drag me in.
Paris, can you make me a charisma check for Lux?
I doubt that. Paris?
Just to check.
Yes. Just like
Oh.
what everyone else was doing. Because Cassie is still not moving away from the people who succeeded the check.
Pack.
Okay. I need you to make me an athletics check. Venrora, make an athletics check.
Huh?
Athletics check for
He's
who?
starting to try to
Lux.
pull Venora out of the.
Because
Oh.
you are not
Wait,
moving
who
away
is?
from... Oh, Cassie is not moving away from Erthos and Gyrus, who succeeded on the check.
Cassie, not you, athletics. No.
Oh.
Not you. Lux Athletics.
That's why I was confused.
That's why I
You
said.
just
That's why I said Lux. About people kept talking over me. It's the exact
swear-
same fucking thing. Venrora, athletics check.
Well,
Yep.
if we're taking. Don't worry.
Okay.
It
And
would be
technically,
the.
the first one would have been a 16.
Yeah.
So I'll allow that. So Venrora, you are getting dragged away from the fire by Lux. As you all
Alright,
watch
Chief.
Lux walk over, kind of grab Venrora and just start dragging her back towards the path.
Oh, okay.
Make another charisma check, Paris, for Lux specifically. Okay. At this point, Venrora, you feel following the horse is actually a good idea. So you just kind of turn around and start walking of your own accord, following Lux. Now you guys just have to get Ryle and Vatha.
Oh.
Ooh, good luck with the dragon.
She's
just like-
easier to get than Ryle.
I'd
I'm
I'd
not-
suggest
I'm not
everyone-
touching them myself.
Yeah, I'd suggest kind of like Lux getting everyone trying to leave out.
I mean, if Flux is going to, that's fine, but
Lux is heading
Gyrus
towards the
isn't doing
pyramid.
anything. What? Lux? Where are you going?
Throwing his head towards the pyramid, just like, come on.
Can't talk.
We have a bit of a situation here still.
Throws his head towards the pyramid, like, come on.
And you really think all three of us, just the three of us, can manage that pyramid?
I mean,
Side conversation here.
he has a point.
That's a point.
I'm just kidding with you. But
He's gonna kick you.
quiet, Lux. Okay, we can't understand you.
Ah.
That's like saying shush to a Spanish person because you don't speak Spanish.
But anyway,
Lux doesn't speak.
It's a different animal.
Okay, it's like saying we don't understand
Right.
you to a person doing sign
anyway,
language then.
guys.
Anyway.
The source of the issue probably it would seem to be the pyramid.
Possibly, but there was something I wanted to try quick.
What's that?
Looking at the campfire, the bonfire, whatever's around us,
Mhm.
is there one that's a little less crowded?
A little less, yes.
Could I have, one of the Skelly boys go over to it and try to stamp it out or something? Like
It's a
kick dirt
bonfire,
over it?
just so you're aware. Which means
When
that
you-
it's
how
about
big?
5 by
How big
5
is that?
is an entire square, 5 by 5 square. This isn't like a little, like, 1 foot by 1 foot. This is a 5 foot by 5 foot square of burning fire.
Okay, let me look at some stuff quick.
Have the Skelly boy lie on top of it.
I don't think he's big. I think all of them
Yeah.
put together might not be big enough for to do
Yeah.
Have the
that.
horse sit on it. It's fine.
I
Oh.
don't think I have anything that could help with this. When Zia left, he took that jar with him, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, that would have been good for now.
Just pour mayonnaise on.
Well, you want to put it out?
Well, they seemed mesmerized by it, and that's where they were going when they were zoning out. And you mentioned earlier, Dawn, that it seems like no one's refueling them or anything, right?
No.
Yeah, so it also doesn't seem like anyone's maintaining them.
No.
Yeah.
I don't have anything that's big enough to put it out, though.
Does Jarvis have to
I don't think my water skin will be able to put it out.
I don't think mine's would either. Let me check something really quick. Trying to be
We could try
creative.
and disperse the fire, perhaps. Kick the logs around or whatever.
Arthas, do you have thaumaturgy?
Yeah, that dims fire though. It doesn't put it out.
You could dim it and then take the opportunity to put water on.
That might help.
You wouldn't really think about that.
Prestidigitation doesn't really help in this either, I don't think. Oh, wait! It says a small campfire.
Yeah, this is a bonfire.
Yeah.
Paris,
Hmm.
roll another charisma check for Lux.
Constantly, what is he doing?
Okay. Not charisma save, charisma.
Oh,
check.
fuck.
You're fine.
That's a 12 then.
Yeah, as well.
Ryle make an athletics check, Lux make an athletics check.
Fuck.
He's getting better. Okay. Ryle is being dragged away from the campfire
Aware.
Alexa's just sitting there,
Wait,
just like,
to
well, they try
where?
for our life.
towards the path, back towards everyone else.
What?
Lux walked over while they were trying to consider what to do and grabbed you and started to drag you back towards the path.
What path?
The one you guys are taking
Where
to
we
it.
all are.
Yes. Doesn't matter if it's a cobblestone path or not, basically back to the group.
Yeah, where, like, Cassie's stuck and everything.
That's where I was.
No, you are walking
No.
towards the campfire.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't.
My apologies.
If nobody
Weird.
does anything, I think because of this compulsion, you just automatically go to campfire.
If everyone's just
Yeah.
standing around. The only one who has not moved towards the campfire has been Vatha, and that's because when Ryle starts getting pulled away, she's just following Ryle.
Even through this, she's
Even through
fucking
this.
still attached. Yeah.
Yes.
Using prestidigitation, does it at least help dim it, or?
You could attempt to. It's a bonfire, though, just so you're aware.
I know, but would it help dim it? though?
It's also
Would
probably magical, guys. Since
I
how would
know,
we
but
get the
I'm
fire?
asking anyway. What does it help any?
Do you try and do that?
Yes.
Okay. It doesn't seem to dim it much at all.
Okay. Can I tell if it's a magic fire at all?
Based off the fact that it wasn't affected by your spell, probably.
Okay. Yeah,
Also,
Bjorn?
roll another charisma check for Lux Paris. Okay. Ryle is still trying to go back towards the fire. Roll another athletics check, you two.
I swear to God, it gets worse. Progressively.
So Ryle is starting to pull out of Lux's grip, and Lux is kind of looking at you all like, help me.
I will attempt to coax Ryle towards the group.
Make a charisma check.
Right. I'm not good with these.
Okay. He is still heading towards the fire at the moment.
Man, trying to look
Try.
at anything.
Jarvis, you want to try it?
They're just going to keep going back to it.
You can be smooth as fuck and still have to, deal with life.
Molly Mock had a 10 charisma.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Or like a 12, something pretty low. I think it was a 10.
Hey Don, is there any ways I know that would put out a magical fire?
I mean, if it's magical, dispel magic, so possibility, magical
I mean-
water, stuff like that.
Yeah, right. Would something like, where is it? Ray of Frost help in this case?
That would be an attack. Just
It
remind
would
you.
be. Against a bonfire.
Mhm. Do you want to try it?
He also
Oh,
technically wouldn't know that's what triggered it.
No.
yeah, I don't know if that is actually the source. This is just a suspicion. I'm a little scared to do any attacks though, considering what happens.
Is
No,
Venora
that's what I
still
was talking
following?
about, Taru.
I
When I said that he wouldn't know that's technically what triggered it for Ryle. It's a big assumption.
yeah, I know. It's just an assumption. Look, I don't know anything out of character about what the fuck this could be. Okay, this is literally all complete guessing work, even for me. So
I'm so glad that I made this the way I made it.
because I don't know what the fuck this is either out of character.
Dude,
Yes.
Is Venora still following Lux?
Yes.
Okay, so let me help you with this in terms of Jairus's deduction skills. Once people start following you, they don't seem to stop unless you sit still for too long. Just get the people to follow you to the pyramid or outside.
doing his
No,
own thing now.
Yeah, no, he's not going to be thinking about it that way. He's trying to think of a source, because, you know, he's also very adverse to going inside the pyramid with just us three.
Make
He
another
does not
charisma
like that
check.
idea.
Lux.
He brains shit. This is what he does.
Ah!
Make another athletics check, you and Ryle.
No, wrong character sheet.
Okay,
Okay, Ryle,
then
you're getting pulled back to the group. Vala just going back towards the fire, back towards Ryle, just like, big old
Okay.
yo-yo, just like, what in the world?
Urthos, so you don't have any magical suggestions on a way to put a fire out this large, anyway?
Well, he looks at the fire and he will just kind of curl his hand and try to dim it
Okay.
with thaumaturgy.
It dims faintly, but not by a substantial amount.
He turns
Well,
back to Jairus. No.
I can try to put it out with a frost spell, but
So you guys
I'm
focus
not
on the fire?
I mean, what do you mean? Like looking at it?
Yes. The two of you.
I mean, I'm looking at Jairus.
You're looking at
Currently,
Jairus.
yeah, I'm looking at Urthos too. I'm
'Cause
looking
you're-
at him.
The
as
two
I
of you are
talk to
looking
him.
at each other. Okay, gotcha.
I will,
Yeah.
take an occasional glance, but
Okay,
like,
you hear a...
Oh.
And you
Look
turn
over
around
him.
and see that Cassie, Cassie, Ryle, and Venrora are all following Lux, and Lux is making motions towards the pyramid like, come on.
Wait, how did Cassie can't move with that rod?
I'm trying.
Trying. Yes.
Trying.
Cassie is seeing movement and is trying to move towards Lux.
okay. To
Kind
be
of.
honest, I think it's a big assumption on your part, Lux, to assume that this pyramid will actually like reverse what's going on. But
I would be
you get the
quicker to
sense-
lead.
I mean, if anything,
with your ability with insight, you get the sense that Lux is squinting at you.
like, surely the problem gets worse towards it.
If anything, I'd rather try leading them out of the crater first.
Lux nods slowly, turns around and starts walking towards the pyramid. The other people who Lux's help currently are walking with him.
We're really gonna be beat by Pegasus.
Yeah, you are.
He kind of looks at Urthos like he's not sure exactly what we should try.
Well, Let's swallow our pride, shall we? Then he'll walk towards the pyramid.
He'll walk
DM
towards
comes
Cassie
in to solve the situation because he's done watching the players.
No, there was an actual reason why Lux would have a reason for this.
Oh, but I would have loved to see the players try to solve it. Not the
I
DM.
know, but
It's
the fact that
okay.
these two are continuing to do it, and Lux is just like, if we continue standing around, like, I made it very clear that when you guys stood around, they made their way back to the campfire, and Lux had to save 2 of you already. Lux doesn't want to do it again.
Lux can't make anything clear.
Lux can't,
Before
no. Except that Lux is saying, we're going to the pyramid. Come on. That's the most he can do at the moment, because he can't speak to you.
Before I free Cassie, can I take her headband off fine? Try to
Sure.
attune to it, possibly.
It was an attunement. I remember because as
Oh,
soon
yeah.
as I put it on, I heard him talk.
Oh,
My
that's right.
apologies. Yeah. You can take it off.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I'll put it on so we can fucking talk to him.
Okay. You put it on. As you put it on, you just hear in the back of your mind, I swear by all that is good upon this good green-eyed said that these people are just not listening to me.
Well, we're trying to reason with you, but
Turns back to look at you. Oh. You can hear me now. Cool. Let's go.
what we're trying to say is we don't know what's in there, and there's only 3 of us in our right mind right now.
Protection from this place. Come on. I'll show you.
What? Oh, is there something you know and we don't?
I've been here once before.
Oh, fucking goddammit, Isaac!
Why didn't you tell Cassie before we entered?
I didn't know where we were going. And when I saw it, I was just trying to remember. It was when we actually went into it and I saw what it was doing to you that I remembered.
And you didn't want to maybe grab our attention? Ugh.
The
He waves it
person who
off,
I can
whatever.
communicate with went dazed. I kept trying to tell her that she needed to focus, but she wasn't exactly listening.
Well, it's a good thing I remembered about this headband and not you, then, is it?
I can't.
He's being a little-
Okay. I have no hands with which to move it. Do you want me to nip at her face? Because she would be very angry if I hurt her in that way.
It's not hard to...
That and
There's
she
a
would try
way.
and stab me if I accidentally hurt her. Clearly.
yeah, Arthos just sees him arguing with Thor.
Not
No,
arguing.
no,
having
he
a
doesn't.
staring
It's
contest.
telepathic. Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, I know, but...
They're looking at each other.
Intensely.
intensely.
Oh, goodness gracious. Great golly gosh.
Well,
Your health pool is not going to be high for long. He's eventually going to get pissed.
once we get to the tip of the pyramid, I'll just go
I was
in.
gonna say, as we're walking towards there, Jairus is gonna be like, Lux apparently has been here before.
You removed the rod from my clothing, right?
Oh,
I
yeah,
should
yeah.
hope so.
Okay.
Only slight ripping.
It's a little stretched.
God damn
Lux
it.
has been here before. Alright.
Lux, is there anything
Well,
else you would like to share with us then? Any details?
I didn't see too much of it. I was kind of young at the time. You know, still fresh to
And-
the world, all that fun stuff. Don't try and grab on. Just let it take you.
Is it going to be safe in there?
No. But it's going to be safer than out here.
Okay.
Arthos will yump.
Yump.
Yeah, Jairus will relay this info, so.
I mean, he's going in.
Yeah?
Every
Yeah,
time I
so-
hear tractor beam, I don't know why, but I imagine just like people get flipped upside down and then sucked in.
I imagine Dr. Evil doing air quotes.
I imagine
Laser.
I imagine myself slowly spinning in the air as I levitate up.
Gravity spin.
So-
Yes.
When you get under the tip of it, you guys do find a patch where, as soon as you get under it, gravity just kind of reverses and you start getting pulled upward.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys go up, and the people following you walk into it, and they go up. And Lux is the first one because he's been leading. He goes up, and he disappears. And as he goes up to where the tip of it should be, he seems to almost phase through it.
No. Bethesda clip.
Kind of,
Oh.
yeah. Except he goes all the way through it. He doesn't glitch and like just pause for a second and go
Glitch and stutter.
and then go flying off into the ether. No, he just goes straight through it.
Just imagine all of us pass through it, and then Lux is left like you're doing the thing where he like teleports back and forth between being on the ground and the pyramid and being
Oh my
like,
god!
like
Yeah.
halfway through the tip.
Yeah.
You just hear horse screaming.
Just like Lux tries to move and just keeps bouncing back.
So you guys feel yourself pass up through it as well. You don't actually hit your head on anything. It's just like you just pass through and kind of phase through it, and it's just complete darkness for a moment.
winces.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, I wouldn't be able to not wince at seeing some sharp ass shit coming right for my head.
It's not a point; it's a flat. Just to make that clear. It's like a.
But
like
still towards the
it's still
ceiling.
towards it's a ceiling. Yeah, he's expecting to get pinned up against it, and you just phase through it. It's like
Squashed like a bug.
So it's dark.
It's complete darkness.
But our feet are
hold
on the ground?
Hold on.
Oh, okay.
You're not there yet.
Oh, okay.
We're still
still
wait.
Phasing through existence.
We're still clipping.
Some of us like flashes of nightmare. We just get there. Half of us are like on the ground, like having a seizure.
Guys.
I was describing a thing and you guys were joking.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's darkness. As you're entering it, all of you who have had blank thoughtlessness begin to regain your composure. Granted, you now are currently looking into darkness. So that's the first thing you come back to.
Who put out the sun?
There's just a
You'll see
scream.
light, Gyrus, you hear in your head, don't worry, you'll see the light in just... Okay, hold on. Oh, here, over here. Oh, yep, keep following. Follow the sound of my... Wait, this isn't helping. You'll be here soon.
Out loud, then he'll be like, "Everything's all right. Just wait a moment."
Wait.
Fuck
so
the
hold on.
darkness! That's not
guys-
what's making me scream.
Earthos is trying to say something.
Dark vision doesn't help here.
Nope.
Pitch black.
Pitch
dark
black.
vision.
Like, let me put it this way. This is a darkness that magical darkness wouldn't help, like, to be able to see through it, wouldn't help you with. There's nothing actually physically around you. You guys are currently floating through a void.
Oh, okay.
However, there is a
We're in
specific
the
path and
astral
destination you guys are actually going through, and you guys eventually feel something like it's like being pressed through something. And you find yourself pushed forward and through a wall. As you see Lux standing in front of a torch, and you see a little bird on Lux's head, just kind of skittering and kind of prancing in place as you guys are pushed through. Gyrus, as soon as you're pushed through, the bird just flies over and just like nuzzles up to your face after it lands on your shoulder, just like so happy to see you.
I'm sure I was scared.
It had no connection to you. It had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, I'll give it a little scratch.
It is appreciative. But now you guys are inside. Stone paths going in either direction. And torchlight, which is actually, when you actually take a look at it, the appearance of it is very, very strange. They're heart-shaped with the fire coming off of it. But yes, you've made it inside of the pyramid.
Do you realize there's a good chance that we would have TPK'd if Lux would have just stayed down? Like, if Lux would have stayed, like, brain dead with the rest of us. There's a good chance, because if someone tells me, then Gyrus would have shot that thing, which would have caused him to go brain dead, then it would have just been an Earthos.
Oh no, out of character, if you'd actually managed to put out the fire, everyone who had been around the fire would have aggroed onto you.
That's why I asked him for a less crowded one, just in case.
No, I get you.
Ooh, man.
Yeah.
+2, Paris.
Believe me, I'm not doing the math wrong when I do this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm down in 2 of them.
Gotcha. I believed you. I just wanted to make sure I got the explanation, and you gave it to me before I had to
Yeah,
ask.
Cassie's in exceptional pain.
Oh yeah, she got slapped.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
She looks between Earthos and Gyrus.
He puts his hands up. Not me.
It wasn't me!
Gyrus, in the back of your mind, you hear it was totally him.
He looks at Lux.
She,
All right, you got it.
her eyes slowly roll up to look at the fucking headband on his head.
Oh, he takes it off to hand it to her.
She'll put it
don't
back
trust-
on.
And as he says this, he's like, "Don't trust everything he says."
They helped get you
Smiles.
here safely.
Turns out
Somewhat.
that Lux apparently has been here before.
Yeah, I remembered after I saw you all go blank, and by that point I couldn't tell you. You guys can't hear him saying this, he's saying it in her head.
Of course, yeah.
She looks at him. Isaac.
Sure. Isaac was one of the people here. Yeah.
Who else was it? Do you remember?
You heard the name. It was... Clop Clop?
Of course.
Kiplop?
Yeah, that guy.
Okay.
He was the one actually leading. He seemed to know the place.
This hurts like hell. What did they hit me with?
A stick.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess I'm kind of trained to hit people. The initial idea was to knock you out, since most of you guys weren't thinking, but it was initially just you and Venro, and it was everyone else. So, because we didn't know what the fuck to do.
During your scuffle, Ryle and Vata fell under the effect as well.
Yeah.
He looks at them. Just to inform them what happened as well. Just to inform everyone what happened.
You kind of blinked out there for a bit, Ryle.
And after that, I kind of figured that violence appears to stimulate this sort of thing.
You know, you could have just said you hit me because I went under, and that would have been a fine explanation. You two are panicking like I'm going to attack you.
We just want you to know all the details.
I'm just explaining. Right?
Yeah, they're both the same way. They're like...
She looks at Earthos and then looks to Jarvis. You put your hands up like I was about to shoot you.
His hands are down by his side.
Now they are.
Iris's
Did she
weren't.
look? Yeah, no!
They
I'm
were
looking at
before,
Jarvis.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at Jarvis when I say that, because he immediately put his hands up, and basically when he did it...
I just wanted to be clear. He's kind of grinning a little bit.
Well, now I know who to trust.
Lux just tried to rat me out a moment ago.
No, he didn't.
Oh,
you
yeah,
didn't
I
hear it.
totally did. I was in his head, though, not yours. They did help. It's just, I figured that you would want to know the truth.
One of the
Oh,
incompetents.
jeez. Sweetheart. She'll walk up to him and, like, rub his head.
He, as you rub his head, he'll say, "No, but I appreciate it."
He's a sweet, trustworthy horse. She's staring at Jarvis while she says it.
Oh, I get it.
Jarvis is not reacting. It's not like he can hear you.
Oh no, I'm saying this out loud.
Oh, okay.
She smiled the entire time she says it. Don't worry, it's all in jest.
He seems pretty passive. It doesn't seem to bother him. Does Venrora or Ryle say anything? Or?
It makes sense that I wouldn't be good at something involving intelligence.
Fuck this place.
I feel you.
Agreed.
Let's get the fuck in and out of here as quickly as possible.
Well, we got the first one done.
Great. Yeah, let's get going into some more shit.
Any shit that involves me swinging my sword, I can handle it. Any shit that involves me using the very weak muscle, organ, whatever the fuck this thing is up here, no.
I mean, you did hit me with your sword. But moving on.
Proceeding forward, please feel free to offer any information or advice, Lux. This is a little pointed. He's still a little bitter.
Did he not share? She turns him. How?
I didn't know until after we had entered the crater and I saw the effects. I remembered I'd been here before, but I didn't remember what the things did. I was young. I was like a foal. How do you pronounce that word?
A foul.
He was a group of birds. Yes.
That's right, you fouled.
Yeah,
She
you.
looks between Lux and Jairus. I'm gonna guess it was a second. I'm gonna guess you were reminded visually, and I'm gonna guess that we're going to forget this and move on.
Why would we forget it? I was basically a child when I was last here. Why would I remember things from that far back? I have a good memory, but you don't remember things from when you were a kid, do you?
Arthos is gonna start walking.
Cool.
I will feed this fucker a sugar cube, so he will shut the hell up, and we can go on.
You will accept it.
Looking around, by the way, the inside of this place, you said is there only like one light? Like, how is it
No,
lit?
it is set with many different like torches, but all the torches are heart shaped.
Specifically heart shaped.
Specific, like in the drawn heart, not a physical, actual beating heart shape. Just to clarify.
Human heart-shaped.
Is it some
Yo,
kind
check
of
out those ventricles.
is it some kind of symbol or something?
You're aware of.
I guess.
Oh,
As you are
Oh,
walking,
yeah,
you do
it's-
pass by a few doorways, just so you're aware.
oh. Arthos will say, interesting design choices.
Give me 10 minutes. Might as well. It could help us in the long run. And I'll just richly cast Detect Magic real quick.
I can't stand against.
Where's my...
I'm gonna, I guess, check for traps on the doors.
Make an investigation check.
Alright.
Ow!
Might as well cast Detect Magic. Just
could
so
I-
if I see it magic.
If I wear the cloth
Okay.
and get real close to the door, does that?
Sure.
No?
Sorry, never mind. I'll wait.
There are a lot of arcane markings and sigils around the edge of the door. Nothing physical that you can see. In fact, as you're like looking it over, it looks like it's not even locked. But there are arcane sigils around like the edge of the door.
That's some spooky shit. I don't trust it. Could just be decoration, though, to be honest. I'll play cautious for now.
So does he point out the symbols and stuff?
Yeah, you point him out.
Can I
Yeah,
look
say,
at?
like,
Oh,
yeah.
Go ahead.
yeah, I was just gonna say like, but I've forgotten. It was just something. It was just like basically what Arthur should say, but not very important.
Okay. Yeah. Jairus will take a look at it. As far as if it's magic symbols or anything. But
Okay.
is it an Arcana check or?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
excuse me. Oh, jeez!
Finally, he's rolled above a 10 on a
No, don't jinx it! Shut up!
Enchantment seems to be the running theme for these particular sigils and such.
But can't tell what they do.
The most you can guess, based off of the way that they're laid out, is it's some kind of... there's a spell that they are intended to replicate, although it seems to have a tying, for lack of a better word, motion where it's meant to try and essentially latch on to whoever goes into the room with an effect that, as far as you can tell, would have an effect similar to a spell called Calm Emotions,
Oh. So.
but a little bit deeper, if that makes any sense.
What just happened to us then? Because I'm guessing we just have like intense calm emotions done to it.
I was gonna say, would that possibly explain what happened to them earlier? Would I know
Possibly,
that?
but that was in an entire field. This is a door.
Yeah.
And
Alright,
Guru, would I see that it's enchantment then? Or no? That's what I'm curious about.
Would you see?
Oh.
With the
With the
detect magic,
detect
yes. You would see enchantment magic.
Okay, I was wondering if
all
detect
around
magic
you.
wasn't working. Okay. Oh, all around me. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Darius will also relay this information. So I guess it would be reasonable to assume that whatever that effect is, if we open this door and go through it, it might hit us. Possibly.
Possibly.
And it might possibly be what happened.
Are these all the doors?
There are more doors. These are just the ones you've passed.
Oh, okay. Keep going. Like, and ignore the doors.
Okay.
No, I'm asking. Sorry. Could we keep going? Like, does the
Yes,
passageway keep
there's
going?
there's a pathway that keeps going. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Really quick. The torches. Do the fires seem magic again?
Those ones seem to have bits of evocation magic, as well as let me double check the type of spell that is. I believe it's transmutation, but I don't want to put my foot in my mouth too far before I kick my teeth in.
I was gonna say, if it seems like it on the surface, while Ryle was ritual casting, I was thinking about ritual casting Identify on the torch.
It's not that. Oh, that's because I'm looking at the wrong one, obviously. Eventually I'll get to the right page, don't worry guys. Evocation! So I was right with evocation, not transmutation. Woohoo! Yay! Continual flame.
Continue. Well, I'm sure the description for that's all I get then, yeah.
Yes, essentially it's as advertised, let's put it that way.
Okay, just checking.
It creates a continual flame. As you can see, there is a flame that is requiring no fuel source and is not actually destroying the heart-shaped center part of it that it is enchanting, at least.
Okay.
It is. Guess I'll keep going down the passage.
Okay. It eventually comes to a turn. Splitting pathways again.
Again?
Oh. It splits up?
Yeah, when you first came in, it was a splitting pathway left and right.
Oh.
That was when you first came in, and then you guys saw there had been multiple doors around you as well.
Okay.
Wait, which path did we take? The left or right one?
You didn't say, so I just been kind of just pretending I had an idea of which way you went and rolling with it. Because it's pretty much the same way so far. Do you want to say left
okay.
or right?
Yeah, just to be careful.
Sure. Left or right?
I don't
Nice
know.
one.
It's just... Yeah, someone roll. It doesn't
okay.
really care to me. I just wanted to. For memory reasons.
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys are heading to the right. Cool.
Is the split in the pathway, is that left or right, or is that like...
That's another left and right.
Okay.
And you also hear someone talking to themselves down the left pathway.
Down which one?
The left pathway.
Can I make out what they're saying, or
I'm not
Actually,
trying
no.
to hide it.
that doesn't
Actually, there's no point in it.
answer my question?
You can make out words, yes.
Which are?
You hear them. It's this strange thing to hear. Let me actually grab it real quick. Oh, not this one. This is
I'm
the
gonna
wrong
have to
one.
go freaking Ace Attorney on you and interrogate you, Don. I just asked if I could hear what they were saying.
Yeah, but I also didn't want to get talked over.
I'm gonna. No one was talking about me.
See exactly what I mean. No worries. Well, to be fair, whenever I start talking about something, yeah, I'm going to get into it before someone does exactly the same thing. You hear them muttering to themselves, "Fight the greater evil. No mercy for the wicked. By any means necessary. Restitution. Fight the greater evil. No mercy for the wicked. By any means necessary. Restitution." And they're just repeating that. And you hear them, it sounds like they're like...
Fuck, are they chipping at a wall with a
Armor?
sword?
Armor?
It sounds like almost like a smith.
Oh.
Oh.
But they're saying a mantra while they're smithing.
Cassie looks at Jarvis.
He's kind of glancing at the rest of the party too. I'm sure everyone heard it, right?
Everyone hears it, yeah. It's not
Oh.
something that only one person hears.
Do they have an accent to them that would indicate where they're from?
Roll a history check.
Just him?
If anyone wants to try and guess where they're from.
Damn.
It's an accent, but you're not pulling it up off the top of your head.
Whew.
Neither are you, Cassie.
Oh, sorry.
Not quite, Venora.
History roll for what exactly?
Determining
With-
the origin of the accent.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay. I'm not sure. Jarvis would really thinking about that.
Mm.
Oh yeah, did Ryle want to roll for that or?
So for what? Sorry, I'm having a conversation with Noah. Something's important's happening. Sorry, Sad. I'm just very split attention right now.
I can
Roll
tell.
history for accent if you'd like.
History.
Yes.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Damn.
Mm.
Vatha.
There actually is a. It's from around the area north of Titan Post. So around like this area up here. So it's almost a border of the Medeus accent. Still technically could be person from Ozalis, but
Hmm.
And where am I from again?
you are from one of the Fire Peak Mountains in the Fire Peak Mountain Range.
Where's that?
Right
Isn't it
Near
like in the
Titan
middle?
Post, ironically.
Right where it says Fire Peak Mountains, right here.
Oh, so that's not too far off.
Not too
from
far
where
off.
I'm
That's why
from.
you're able to recognize it.
And where am I hearing this voice?
To your left.
Or whatever.
Left
Left.
halfway.
I mean, they're definitely from either Themodius or Ozelis. I'd say. Northeast, Ozelis. Northwest Themodius.
Shall we go around and see?
Why not? Don,
Yes.
Walk around.
did Lux ever mention being inside this or just near it?
Inside it.
Venrola?
She'll look at.
Sorry.
She'll look at Lux. Any chance do you remember a person being in here?
People get stuck in here all the time.
Any chance any of them said a mantra?
That's new.
Okay.
But then again, it's a new person, probably.
Do you remember anyone in here being hostile?
Sometimes. But usually people are tending to be hostile first, depending on, the person. And if they've found themselves to be, well, under the influence or not.
There's no chance that rattling in the back of my head this mantra or any piece of it sounds familiar, is there?
That will be another... . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . That'll actually be a religion check.
Oh boy. Oh no.
Oh, that
Oh.
makes you think things. That's
Hey,
not what my
Guru,
character's supposed to do.
Any chance I could take a swing at that or no?
Yes.
Okay, I'm proficient. That's all I ask. Ryle knows a thing or two about gods. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean. Yes.
He may not be a religious man, but it's something.
Anyone
Sorry,
else
go
who
on.
wants to roll it can.
I was-
Venrora, you'd probably not have heard. Actually, no, you would have heard
No,
of this. Yeah, no, you would have.
Oh, okay, I wasn't gonna
So you
like
can roll
ask
it.
about that. I
But-
will roll, but in character, Venrora will put up a finger and
Mm.
turn to Gyrus.
Can you sense your owl right now?
He's right there with him, by the way.
That was like
Okay.
on his head, like making
Okay.
a nest out of his hair.
All right,
Oh,
Venrora didn't notice
I'm
when
sure
the snap came
Hawktail
back.
better be on my shoulder.
It's on your shoulder. If you tell it to go on your shoulder, it goes onto your shoulder.
Yeah. Or on the
Ruining
voice.
my perfect hairstyle.
Yeah, that's probably
It
what
already
it is.
looks like a nest, but
I take 3 hours a day to get this hair spick and span.
Ooh, Venrora!
but yes.
Damn, all right, lads.
Damn.
Venrora?
Natural 20! Ah, my tongue hurts. What the fuck?
Samson, you bite it.
Been hit in the face with a metal quarterstaff? Yeah, probably.
Okay, so anyone else wanting to roll, such as Erthos or Gyrus?
Nah, he wouldn't really
A
be
big
doing
fight woman might know a thing or two about religion after all.
If it's religion related, that's not where Dyrus's brain goes. So.
Okay.
He's thinking more of, are they charmed? Maybe they're under the influence of something? That's what he's
Possibly.
going.
All right,
Yeah.
so
I thought
Venrora,
was just thinking of going around the corner.
Venrora and Ryle. This is a specific mantra. It is a very specific thing that you guys would have remembered. Venrora specifically, you've heard some of your people in your tribe who are members of this particular group. Granted, they are loyal in part mainly to the village for that, unless they're going out as yourself. It is a paladin's tenets.
Mm-hmm.
Thought so.
What paladin group do they belong to, Guru?
You know specifically them to be those who seek out the greater evil, as is kind of mentioned in the tenets, as is said, of what the common folk, yourself have heard it mentioned by many other people as being vengeance paladins.
Hmm.
I haven't had any encounters with them.
Yeah, me either.
You have not. Ryle, you have not. Venror, you have.
What was my take on their on the cut of
Or
their
is in
jib?
Rora's hot
What
takes?
was the cut of their jib? You met two of them.
Yeah.
One of them was this I am the knight, dark, broody sword, just like hood always up, wearing a face mask, multiple weapons on them. They just look like they were constantly trying to make themselves look like I need to make sure that I am not seen, but at the same time I need to make sure that people know that I'm here to help them. It was a very difficult thing for them because they didn't always come off as the most kind of people, but they were probably they were the sort of person who would see a cat stuck in a tree and would get them out of the tree immediately. The other person, bright, smiling, constantly wearing the shiny armor, would ignore something minor to go off to a major thing if they saw it along the way. Very different personalities, but they both would agree that when it came time to going after a specific goal of trying to stop, say, something that they both considered to be evil, they would both do what they needed to do and take care of it.
Arthos is gonna go around the corner.
Okay.
He's just gonna go.
Are you going
I'll
to go
go
into
with
the
him.
room that you hear the banging from? The door is ajar, just so you are aware.
Oh, okay.
They're in a room where the banging is.
Okay. Arthos is gonna turn to someone who's gonna ask, like, is this door? Has it got like weird enchantment things on it?
I'd say by this point the 10 minutes hasn't gone up yet. Yes, it still has the runes and stuff that are glowing enchantment around it.
Hmm. Okay. Does the passage keep going beyond the door? I assume so.
Yes, it goes to go past the door. There are other doorways and such beyond it as well.
Huh. Okay. I turn to them like, should we keep going, or should we try and speak to him?
Not that you're aware of, Gyrus. Not with the Arcana roll that you made.
Oh, okay. Wait. That was a high roll, though. Fuck.
Yeah. Meaning that this is probably enchanted in, like the door frame itself is enchanted. It is a magic item.
Okay. Well, did we might get some actual information that way.
If we walk through that, will what happened outside happen again?
That's a possibility.
I'm not going to walk through that.
Also,
I'm not saying we walk through it, I'm saying we talk to the person from in here.
Yeah, I don't.
Also, anyone who has a perception of 15, you also smell. You can smell like the kind of the heat, smoke kind of smell from a forge, but you also smell. Anyone with the passive perception of 15 smells food.
He's cooking.
Someone's cooking. Not in the same room. It's a little further down, but there is another room that has food being cooked in it.
Cassie's nose twitches. She kind of looks down the hall.
Stomach kind of grumbles. It's kind of been a while.
You
since
smell
you guys
that?
eaten.
I
Yeah.
could send the owl in first again.
Al can't really talk though, can it?
He can talk to me, in a way.
What? Yeah, Cassie's head snaps to look at Jarvis on that one until he corrects.
Well, it's not like they would. I don't think they would know any better either way.
They don't have the find familiar spell. They don't know.
Try and
Yeah.
get some, try and get some vision. If it looks like a Red Hand member or something, we can pass them by.
Very true. I don't remember if he's brought that up.
He said that he just gives it commands.
Basically, but that doesn't mean talking's out of that realm of possibility.
No, she thought you meant conversing, is why she looked at you.
Yeah. Well, I'll send the owl in a little to kind of.
Okay.
Yeah,
The
take a
doorway towards the area that the smell is coming from does not look to be closed at all.
Oh,
The blacksmith one, I
I
think.
thought you said the
Oh,
smith.
are you going to the smith one or to the kitchen?
Which one's sooner?
The
It's all
blacksmith.
down the same hallway,
All
right?
down the same hallway.
We're next to the smith one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, then if that's closer, I'll look at that one first.
Okay. I'll hop. Peeks inside. It's a forge. It actually, the room itself goes in pretty deep, so it's not like you could just talk to them from the doorway without them wanting you to go inside to talk to them. Most likely, there's a big forge. There's like rolling water that's just coming perpetually from a part of the ceiling down a spigot. It's just going down into the floor. That you see a person just moving over, putting some of the water into a bucket and just kind of sloshing it into what you'd guess is be a quench, and pulls out one of the hot, not white hot, but like hot enough that it's definitely been used in the forging, like no sparks coming off it, nothing like that. This person seems to have an idea of what they're doing. Has you'd say it's either a dagger or a spearhead, maybe a javelin's point into the quench. Kind of leaves it there for a second, pulls it out, and sets it to just kind of air dry after looking it down, making sure that's doing all right. Sets it down, pulls out another bit of iron, starts putting that into the forge, just kind of staring at it. As far as you can see, they are wearing like a blacksmith's outfit, like a blacksmith's apron, such as that. You do also notice that over on in a corner of the room, there's a like a mannequin that looks like someone put armor over it, and you can see that there is a symbol on it
Oh.
of a black hand.
I don't recognize that one.
Get a history check.
Does he relay this?
He about to.
Oh.
The Black Hand is a group, an order rather, of vengeance paladins and just other paladins in general who take the moniker of Black to try and say that they are taking it. The best way I can put it out of character context is in Egypt, red was the bat color of evil because it was blood, death, stuff as that. Black was actually a color of life because it would be if you had black soil and such, that meant it was fertile, it meant it was good. With the rising of the Nile, stuff like that, and so they essentially have taken this moniker of the Black Hand to say that they are coming as showing that they are bringing life to areas where red has come. Vengeance just tends to be one of the higher groups of it.
Okay.
Egyptian aesthetic was really, really nice. I liked it.
Excuse me.
It is cool. And as far as I know, they're not, hostile bad people, right?
They can be whatever type of people they want to be.
So, neutral, I guess.
Yeah, it feels like a 50-50 shot.
Mm-hmm.
Have I run into any of those kind of people before?
You've run into them maybe once or twice. Mostly.
Huh?
One of those was with Vamian. He kind of essentially steered the person away.
Okay.
He didn't exactly want them around. The other time you were with Cass and you saw one of them come through, and they were nice enough. They kind of just like acknowledged you and said that it was good to have lights such as yourself and Cassie in the city, bringing hope to people around and such, but they apologized and said they had to, make their way out and do what they gotta do.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, then he'll relay all of this to the group. If you'd like, I could try to grab the person's attention and have them follow out here and meet us here.
Might get suspicious.
Oh, that's exactly what we want, so they can come over here and talk to us. Unless you want to just enter.
I know, I was just thinking of speaking from here, maybe. Unless it's too far away.
It is too far away from here. I would have to lure him out here.
Fair.
Y'all gonna keep talking out there, or are you gonna come in here?
Or not. I
That's
suppose they
about-
have very good hearing.
I'm not banging on anything, but I can hear when people are muttering. Come on.
I'll walk in, fuck it.
Okay.
The
roll
worst
wisdom
case
save.
scenario is that I go, yep, there it is! YOLO!
You walk in, you're fine. You feel like a little tingly sensation. It almost makes you lose your inhibitions for a second, just no fear, nothing like that. But you're like, no, I want to be.
Does it feel like, does it feel like the same effect that occurred to me
No.
outside? Okay. It's a different effect, but there's an effect.
You see him turn around and look at you.
Emotions effect?
Now you can see his face, Cassie, because you're the person who's gone inside. He's got more than a few scars on his face, like one that's cut right across his lip down to his lower jaw, a couple across right underneath his eye where it looks like someone nearly took it out, and one that goes down his forehead, across his cheek, he clearly should have lost an eye there. He with his arms undone, he's wearing blacksmith's gloves, but his upper arms are exposed, and you can see there's a number of crisscrossing battle scars He's
Holy
got
crap.
grays to his hair, like very faintly, like the streaks of gray from Mr. Fantastic. And he looks like he's been through a lot, but he's just kind of looks at you with a very calm, passive face. Gonna
I
help you.
legitimately don't remember Mr. Fantastic having grays, and the first thing that came to mind when you mentioned that was Ford. I'm gonna be real honest with
Yeah,
you.
no, Ford is another good one. Yeah.
Premature graying.
Well, we had...
Also, just so you're aware, ears elongated, pointed. You say he's not an elf, probably about half elf, because he's got a bit of a facial fuzz.
Let me look at something real quick. Nope, never mind. I'm getting lost in the languages that we have, so I couldn't remember if Cassie was the one who spoke Elvish.
No, that's Venora.
No. One of my characters knows Elvish. I just forgot that Cassie wasn't the one. Well,
She's
several
not
of
the
them do.
one I know. I'm sorry.
Me, actually. She looks back towards the door. I mean, there's an effect, but it feels like it's just to calm you down, not melt your brain.
There's something to it.
We heard someone repeating a mantra over and over again, and we figured we could investigate it.
You heard
Honestly,
right.
I wasn't expecting someone fully mentally here. What are you doing in here?
Forging. Did it look like I was doing something else?
Forging
Yes.
in a pyramid,
Yes.
surrounded by cultists and such.
You see his expression, like he's staring at you with a very flat expression, and he goes to a what? Kind of looking up, like thinking it over expression. Kind of looks back to you with like leans back slightly. What year is
I'm
it?
going to. Oh my. I'm going to guess a couple years at minimum more than you think it is.
That didn't tell me what year it is. Just
I'll tell him the year.
you tell him the year. Kind of like stares at you for a second. Kind of makes a face. At least the cook's been honest. I thought she's been lying to me.
How long have you been in here?
Going on 5 years.
Oh,
My own choice. I couldn't get through the final door, and well, the cook's nice enough. Good lass. Well, robot, but didn't exactly want to make anything. Well, didn't want to get on her bad side, and well, there's other people who've come in here who are less kind, especially lately. There's been this new guy. He's got a group of people who've come in here. Nasty group them are. Had to try and move around to be more quiet. Motions to the armor. It's exactly been helping me be quiet, if you catch my drift.
she nods her head. Do you remember what this group looked like?
They all kind of blend together after a bit. I'm sorry, did I get your name?
If you don't mind, can I request your name first? I mean,
You see him slowly tilting his head. But I asked you first, didn't I?
We can hear this, right?
Yeah.
It's impolite for a gentleman not to himself.
Make a persuasion check.
Cassie looks terrified as when Aurora says this, because she's the one in the line of fire.
Not like me to be impolite. sorry. Again, it's been a while since I've actually talked to two people who aren't like the cook. My name is Mirand Orlandel.
It's nice to meet you, Mirand. I'm Cassiopeia Ebeck.
Oh, the Abeck family. Huh.
You know us?
I served under the king and served with the king in a little bit of his time. Oh, wait, was that? He again has this expression of, how long ago was that? He's clearly a little bit time-addled, if you can't tell.
You got jet lag.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like, which king?
Okay, no. In her defense,
king?
legitimately, there have been several towns we've gone in where there has been like no social standing for that day at all.
Oh yeah, no, he when you say it, he catches on immediately.
Well, it's very nice to meet you. Don't worry. There's no one different on the throne now. I promise. It hasn't been that long.
Oh,
I
good. I mean, that would mean that. Oh, gods, that would. Okay, point of clarity. It's not Isaac.
She shakes her head.
Oh, thank
Oh,
gods.
it's father.
Oh, okay. He's a little blunt. He's like waving his finger back and forth, like, I'm trying to find the polite word for this. Blunt.
Jairus chuckles.
Uncharismatic and socially awkward.
That's
Bordering
being
on the point of
polite.
inept.
That's being very polite. You must be a sister. It's a compliment. He's got a reputation amongst different people. I know him to be a good man. He's very much trying to be in touch with the world while trying to keep a standing amongst nobility, but
Well, he got me my horse, so
like he like blinks a little bit, like, huh?
she'll whistle so that Lux pokes his head in.
Wisdom save for Lux.
No, not like
Oh,
literally through the
well,
doorway,
just,
but like
so
yeah.
he can be seen. Okay.
Yeah.
Lux pokes his head forward. I'm not even gonna roll for that. He knows what a Pegasi is. Points to the Pegasi, points to you, points to the Pegasi, points to you, points to the Pegasi, points to you. Huh?
He's my companion.
Ah. Neat. You must be very strong indeed. Hello.
I was about to say, like he's waving at the horse.
Yes, he is.
But I just realized that Lux actually has an easier. He can't fit through the doorway, and it's just built
He
for
can.
medium. What?
Yeah. It's big enough that he could fit through.
I mean, I'll have him come in. His fucking modifier is better than mine, honestly.
Wisdom save.
Horrible as it is. It's technically a charm effect, correct?
Yes. You'd have been fine either way. He walks in. He's fine.
I think you guys should be alright. I mean, she looks like she's about to say something, looks at the horse, and then stops.
I don't want to take the chance.
That's fine. We have completely got off track. I'm too talkative. We were wondering if, well, I mean, I'm wondering, I don't know if the group would be okay with this, but if potentially, you seem like you know your way around this pyramid, at least somewhat. I mean, you said you couldn't get over the final hurdle. Is there a chance that you could assist us?
I don't suppose it'd be too difficult. Ding 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 ding. You hear this bell going off, and then you hear, "Come and get it. The food is ready. Come and get it."
Cassie's stomach growls loudly. She, like, kind of covers it up.
Cook's got good food. Wanna go get something?
Her stomach replies.
I thought. Sets his piece to the side. It's got an edge to it. He, again, seems to be fairly competent with it. You guys hear the bell coming from the doorway down a little ways. And he walks out, looks at the rest of you. He kind of like looks at you all for a second, just like 1, 2,
Seas dragon.
huh? Like narrows his eyes at it. You behaving yourself? Father like squints at him. He leans back
Don't
slightly.
ask that again. Ryle's eyes just open, just like, please.
She
don't
looks
ask that
angry at
again.
him. He kind of like leans back for a second before slowly nodding. All right.
I mean,
Like as soon as he leans back slightly, and then he shrugs like it's like nothing. Like okay, cool.
She was before you asked, but
No, she's still
Alright.
behaving. I'd ask that of
Yeah.
anyone. Are you still behaving? Turns to look at Ryle.
I don't know what the connotation is exactly.
So you haven't done anything bad. Good. Kind of pat you on the
Sure.
shoulder.
Well-
Welcome to the club.
Recently.
Gyrus chuckles.
Recently. Recent enough to be an issue with me.
He goes back up to looking up to the ceiling's limit. Yeah, no, shouldn't be a problem. Not too recent. I'm a pretty upstanding citizen.
I love that just to think about it.
I'm a good guy. I'm a pretty upstanding guy, you know, helping the cities and all. Alright, so where's the idol we're looking for exactly?
He walks into
Okay.
the kitchen area.
Alright, he just continues looking around the group. Where's the idol we're looking for now?
We don't really know, but considering he's been everywhere in this pyramid almost, something tells me that he's not gonna be heading to help us.
Something tells me if Nieves was here, there's a chance we'd know where it is. Because
Well,
Claire's can locate objects.
well, say he did mention you did
Yeah.
mention you weren't able to get in the last chamber. Is that right?
He's in the other room. He's going for
He's
food.
in the kitchen.
I said
wow.
he went into the room to get food.
Oh,
I'm following him.
Then Gyrus will be like, well, considering you said he didn't get into the last chamber, then I'm assuming that's where the artifact is.
She shrugs, she turns around, shrugs, and is walking backwards towards the kitchen.
Is there runes on the door in that one too?
Yes. Paris, just for sake of ease, put a little counter on your sheet and put it as 2 because you are entering the kitchen as well. Essentially, you get 3 doorways because you succeeded on going through one, so you get 2 more after this. You don't know this, of course, but
Just to keep track.
Wait,
Just
I
keep
get
track.
3 successes until I start failing, or?
you entered a room and you succeeded, which means you can go into 3 more rooms before you have to make another save.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I thought you meant I only get 3 successes
No,
and
no,
then I
no,
start
no.
auto-failing. I'm like, no!
No. You have a success, and that gives you 3 successful entries. So you can have 3 doorways. You can check. No save necessary.
Yay!
But you're going into the kitchen, so you have 2.
Yeah.
As you enter, you see a ball with arms and legs, with a big old eyeball that turns to look at you,
Ah!
and it's got like an apron underneath it, just like where the eye would be. Like it's got a mouth to it as well, and it's like Mike Wazowski, if you will. It looks like
Oh
kind of like
my God.
a
Oh my
brass
god, is this the fucking this is the fucking
Motron.
sphere thing, Ellie, Dad?
Motron.
you wouldn't know that, but
I know,
out of
but
character,
out of
that's what
character.
it looks like.
Yeah,
Um,
out of
Oh.
character, I remember thinking I've seen these before.
And it
Is this
says,
not gonna stab someone?
"Welcome to the kitchen. I am 010000011101101111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101110111011101
right.
Imprimus, that's his name.
Kuru, DM me his name. You can
I
put
will-
it in my notes because I only do useless notes.
Obviously, I'll put it into the chat. This is what its name is. Miran just kind of waves it off. I call it Cook. Yes, that is my name.
Can I just call you Uwe?
I do not mind.
I bet, like, the binary literally translates the word cook.
I cry.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
it does.
Yeah.
How do you know? Wait, how?
010001 is C. 0110.
binary.
No, it's not. Like just like that.
It's
But
not?
yeah, it's Cook. It's Cook.
How do you know how to read binary?
Because I looked up binary to
English to binary.
language converter. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Fuck you thinking, fam?
I actually have an ex who knows how to read it.
Oh, I have a friend that knows how to read it too. I just don't bother learning it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a few friends that are into coding.
I'm assuming none of us would be able to roll to recognize that.
I'd
Right.
say only person actually would be Gyrus, and that would be an Arcana check.
Go,
Cool, I'm
go,
doing it.
go, go.
Get me high.
Because
Yeah, to be the fucking
this is
yeah.
practically magic.
Right.
I mean, very different, but yeah.
Scientific magic. It's fine.
I mean,
Alright.
what was it? Some guy said something about magic being indistinguishable from science.
Yeah, that's Thor. To the person. With Arcana check of 18, 18 was actually what you needed.
Yeah.
You've heard of these entities. They sometimes spontaneously just seem to kind of appear. Granted, they don't always look like this one. Sometimes they look with like more sides to them, and some of them look to be more humanoid-esque. These ones seem to be very simplistic in thought and just have, very... No, they don't spontaneously combust. Very, more... they have a directive and they take care of it. And they will even say, I must complete my directive, and they will just
One
do
track
that.
mind.
Yes. This thing is cooking. That must be its one-track mind. It is here to cook and to serve and to feed
Oh.
those who enter here. Which, by the way...
Directive.
Yeah.
Is what you're thinking. My bad.
Yes. So, Venora, you're fine. You walk in. Also, you do see that at one of the other ends of the tables, there's this big ogre-looking entity with a big old red hand on their armor, and they're looking very demure, very just sitting down, just with like waiting for food to be put in front of them. Please do not drop your food. I only have so many plates.
Oh, she's gesturing towards the
Who
ogre.
might
Looking
you
at
be?
You will be going to be the only one who will be able to understand what is being said, Venora, as they speak giant.
Mm-hmm.
What are you saying to me?
She will switch over to giant.
Who are you?
I am Gunk.
God,
Got
if
it,
I
what?
spell it out.
Did you say gunk?
Gunk.
Yeah, I think he did.
Oh, damn it, it's not. I thought it was the guy from Practical Jokers. Okay, they have Detective Gunk as a character.
Which also, Matt, you can actually see based off its facial features. Its bottom jaw is a lot narrower, and it actually seems to have like splotches of like maybe different coloration to it. You'd say maybe faintly green skin. This probably is not a full ogre. Probably an ogrillion.
That's what I was thinking.
I actually do have a question. Based upon his features, can I potentially tell what the other half is?
Roll a nature check.
Oh boy. Oof.
There's not too many things with green skin out there. Orc, maybe? Asking might be rude, but
He doesn't understand me!
No, he doesn't understand you.
Cassie just looks at Venora with, like, the single most helpless expression. I can't talk to him. He doesn't understand me. And, he's very large and has a red hand on his arm.
I'm getting to that.
She's hiding behind you, by the way. Is what?
You're out of character. Repeat that.
Your friend is loud.
Did he cut out on the last word for anyone else?
Yeah, I did. But I keep thinking that he...
Loud.
Oh, loud. Okay, good. I thought he was saying good, and I'm like, don't eat me.
She has a tendency to be, yes. But she also startles easily, so
she here for food?
Yes,
Then she'll keep the peace.
I'm sure she will.
Peace of the kitchen. No fighting, no blood. If we do, we get nothing. I watched one who thought themselves to steal another's food in here. They were taken by the other. The one who cleans those who fight in this area.
The other.
Where were they taken?
Up into the ceiling. He points up, and there's like a number of like trapdoor looking things up there.
Yo, these guys got fucking wall mastered.
Oh my god, my fucking
Yep.
I don't understand a word you just said, Paris, because you were
I
talking through
said
your
both
hands.
Matt and I were thinking the same fucking thing.
What did you say again?
I said wall
Master.
master, but Paris said master hand, like from Super Smash
panicked.
Bros.
I panicked. I was thinking Wall Masters because, like, I had a fucking flashback to the Force Temple Ocarina of Time.
Ah, yes.
Fucking gropey, grabby hands.
Do you only not fight in here? Or is it the entire building?
There are a few other places, but you'll know them when you enter them. Otherwise, you will find yourself in danger. You have to actually use your... taps the side of his head to determine when to fight and when to not. Otherwise, you will end up like the rest. Dead and dying. Hungry and alone. I want to die full.
Out of character mood. In character.
I can agree with that.
Sit
How
down
do-
then.
I will sit down and get some food, but I will continue to gonna ask him a couple questions.
Mm-hmm.
Cassie looks so confused at this entire, like, growling language that is occurring
Yeah,
right now.
I'll split off and I'll explain to Cassie real quick.
So there's no fighting in the kitchen. Otherwise, you get dragged into the ceiling.
And I point up at the trapdoors that are apparently littered around the ceiling.
Yes.
And apparently, you get taken somewhere. And there's a few other places in this building you cannot fight, and you will know them.
Perhaps the ones with the runes on them.
Could be, could be.
Can you ask him if perchance he speaks any other language?
Butters, just for fun, because I like your rolls, can you roll me a D100?
But it's roll 69.
She's gonna roll like 68.
He's rolling hope for a low roll.
Ooh, well, there you go.
That's
You
pretty
are-
right.
Like I said, I'm a dope cleric.
He's a dope ass cleric.
I'm
Oh
a dope
man.
cleric.
Okay, so as this is talking, you hear Cook kind of go, it appears that the other is here to take a look at the new people. And you hear
Is
I
it coming from outside?
no, it is coming from above you. As
Cassie is like gripping Minora's arm.
at the other end of the table, some of the doors as this large construct covered with spikes, a single eye, like unblinking, situated at the very top of it, with these large body, hands that look like they're just claws, and iron wings coming out of the
Nope,
back
not what
of
I
it.
Don, do you know what the hell this is?
Nope.
Right.
The only one who can attempt this is Gyrus, and let me put it this way, Gyrus, roll high.
Yeah, let's try
Oh!
it. What, Arcana?
Yep.
Go, go, go!
You don't know anything about this thing. This thing is large, and it is whatever it is. There's a sensation. Actually, I would like. Let me see here real quick. I don't think there
Benroar
is.
starts speed eating.
It's not like looking at you like it's going to like attack you. It is just there, looking.
She's
at
not
you.
stopping.
Mhm.
Kazuya stopped eating.
I have not entered yet.
You can't.
No.
Benroar fucking
Not
came in here for a
really.
snack, and damn, she's gonna get one.
She
Yeah,
like
yeah.
shoves the plate in her mouth.
The Gunk is like he's also stopped eating. He's just like staring at the thing like I have done nothing wrong. And you see the eyeball turn to look at him, and there's like this faint hum from him. Also, there's like a the death ray of like mirrors, like the
From?
circular dish looking
Oh
thing.
yeah.
That's what it looks
You
like
mean
it has
like-
underneath its eye, like in the
You
center
mean
of
like
its
the
chest
Death
area.
Star, where like the three
Kind of,
things
yes.
come together to make the one beam? Oh, great.
With like a ball in the center of it.
Oh, great.
Those motherfuckers stood next to the planet-destroying beam. No way they can have kids.
Nah.
No, they were within 2 feet of it. Sorry,
Their
they-
whole damn genome is like trash.
fucking Incredible Hulk looking ass.
But yeah, this thing is it just seems to stare at you all for a little bit as it just kind of
Mhm.
watches, and you just hear Cook. They are being made aware of the rules. No fighting in the kitchen. No fighting in the dining area. Bends his knees and just leaps back up. Closes up.
I couldn't do that without these boots.
I don't think he needs any more kind of enhancement.
No, not really.
She's gone through like an eighth of what's on this table right now. You guys better fucking get in here.
Jarius is waiting for everyone else to go in first.
Cassie starts
No.
eating you.
That's like something going on.
He's just not gonna go in!
Nah.
Drew, how many doors do I get?
What do you mean?
How many doors do I get?
Because she passed the save.
3.
Okay, just want to make sure.
It's the same for everyone.
oh.
It's not a roll of random thing. It's you get 3.
Okay, I didn't know if getting a natural 20 got me more or anything.
No, it's 3.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna put that in my... I'm gonna put in my resources 3 doors.
You have 3 doors.
Okay, is Ryle and Vata going in? I'm assuming Lux went in.
Did
Yeah.
Lux go in? Okay. Did you make the save
Going
for
in where?
Lux?
The kitchen?
Yeah.
He's gotten down.
Oh yeah,
at the
no,
counter.
he's got 2 more. He's got 2 more.
Nah, they chilling outside the kitchen.
They're not gonna eat either.
Also,
I have rations.
also you do hear the cook say, all food is to remain inside the dining area. Please do not take any scraps with you. We do not wish to feed the pests.
Pests.
How big are these pests?
It depends on where you go within it. Oh no, yep.
Benroar pauses and shoveling food into her maw. Looks at this
Same.
thing.
There is not a physical name for the structure.
Ah,
Benroar nods and continues.
I'm
Not one that
assuming
we
it's
have given to this structure.
She looks towards. Oh God, how do I say his name? Mirand?
Anything like that?
Oh yeah, how's Mirren doing? You chilling?
He's like sitting across from the guy. He's like they're like glaring at each other, but they're both eating. Like now that the other creature is gone, they're both eating. They're eating. They're not like trying to be aggressive or anything. They're in a safe zone and they're able to eat.
Venora oops, sorry, go on.
If he's going to help us, I can't imagine we'll run into Minnie. She's looking at Aurora like she's asking her.
Venora shrugs. Like, man, I've been here more than you have. Well, I know.
Well, the jars went in. I just saw that was say.
Yeah. If he realizes the others aren't going in, then.
So, gang. Gang?
Gonk. Do you go in, Jairus?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you got 13, right? That's
I got
Arcana check.
21.
Yeah, wisdom save. You're fine.
Fuck. Imagine.
I read Arcana and my mind said wisdom save. I'm like, wait, that's wrong. So, wisdom save. You're fine. You have 3 doors.
Okay.
Out of character, obviously, but just mark it down.
By the way, you said that. I don't know. Ogre?
Ogrillion.
You said. Yeah, you said they have a red hand on.
They have a red hand on their armor.
So
Yeah,
they're part of the red hand, I'm sure. Yeah.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Also, I would imagine during this time that you asked if he speaks any language other than giant.
Yes.
Not you, then Nora.
I was gonna get to that, but then the fucking jailer came in, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make sure I get some nosh for. I get dragged off somewhere. I don't want to get dragged off hungry, like Gonk was saying.
Well, you guys didn't
So-
break any of the rules.
Yeah, now that
I
I've
had no reason
shoveled
to worry.
1/8 of the contents of this table into my gullet, I'm momentarily satisfied.
It just is
I
like an
turned-
all-you-can-eat buffet style.
They haven't met me yet. I turned to
Yes, they
Gonk.
have met people like you before. You are insignificant compared to the people they've met.
Fair.
That's not being rude or anything. That's just literally, there are large creatures in this thing, clearly.
Drew, this is a fucking upside down fancy ass pyramid floating how many feet above the ground? Like 200?
Let me double check. I think it was 300 feet, but let me double check.
Yeah, of course they met fancier people than me.
100 feet.
I mean, I probably wouldn't die, but I'm down here.
Still.
You belong to the Red Hand.
Perhaps. Who do you belong to?
No one.
You believe in nothing?
I am currently unattached, if you will.
Perhaps we should have a sit down with me. We will discuss the things of the Red Hand, and we will give you an attachment worth fighting for.
Do you happen to speak any other languages besides Giant?
Orc.
That does not help much. Any others?
Giant.
If not, that is fine.
Giant.
I switch back to common.
He doesn't speak anything except Orc and Giant. I'm working with what I have here.
That is a shame.
I switch back to giant real quick.
I
knew
know
I should have
bits
taken that
and
call.
pieces are primordial, but that is to keep the other jailers from attacking within certain rooms.
Do they speak Primordial?
They are creatures of elements, bound into forms of solid mass. They are quite nice if you know how to tell them hello. He grins at that.
The jailers are made out of solid elements. They apparently speak Primordial.
You see Cassie perk up at that. Hello. That makes life a lot easier.
He speaks a little Primordial, but not very much.
It's like knowing a little bit of Spanish and someone goes full Spanish on you and you're just like, I can't speak this. No comprendo.
Yes, like
Ask him what.
Too fast.
Más rápido.
That means more.
I know. That's what I would say if I were going too fast, because I don't know how to say too fast.
They're gonna start speaking faster, or they're gonna stop because they're confused. Could you ask him? Ew, there's a hair in my mouth. What he said to talk to the Guardians.
Hello. Apparently, they like it when you say hello.
That's simple. Finally, it's coming in use. I didn't think I'd ever use this.
I always find a way.
Get the hell out of my head, God!
So why did you come here, gang? Besides the obvious. Or should I say, why did you stay here?
I have a duty to uphold. Problem seems to be getting past the final hurdle.
Yes, so I've heard.
Something about the final entity is annoying. Won't let me by. I'll find a way. Takes like a full leg of lamb, just rips it off of the lamb. Just...
What is so annoying about it?
You'll find out soon enough if you're here for the same purpose. I guarantee it.
I'm surprised you two haven't tried to work together.
You just see him shaking his head, and you see that as he's laughing, Miran like slowly like seems to be shifting, like he's clearly getting in range to grab whatever he needs to if it needs to come to that, but he's looking at you like, what the fuck did you say to this guy? You are funny. Perhaps I could work with you, but not with one like him, who has taken the heads of others of the hand, as though his hands are greater than ours.
Monroe in the back of her fucking head doing that like anime ass, covering your mouth, trying to hide your giggle.
Yes, I can see how you might have a conflict of interests.
Conflict is hardly the first word for that, but yes, let's call it a conflict of interest. Starts eating more of his food.
Fenrir starts working on the other 7/8 of this meal.
And it's like a full spread. Like there's
I know.
vegetables, fruits, grains, meats. You have no idea where this thing's getting it from. But it's got lamb, it's got deer, it's got beef.
I will stop at a 4th of this spread.
No, you're going to eat your fill because every time you think that it's done, the cook brings out more. Again, this isn't all you can eat buffet. Unless you want to make yourself physically ill and try and eat as much as you can, you are going to eventually have to get to a point that you are going to have to say stop.
I eat until I have eaten what I believe is a portion of this meal.
I mean, a 5-course meal.
So you're
At which
eating,
point,
yeah, you're able to get a good chunk of meal. And
I yell into the into the hallway.
I can't bring you out food. They're going to yell at me, and then a large man will appear from the ceiling and take me somewhere. So if you want food, you come in here.
Why did I imagine Venora with a ladle?
I mean, if there's soup, maybe.
No, I mean like a threatening ladle.
the large blue one is correct. The cook waves a ladle at them.
There's the ladle.
You will come in here and you will eat, or you will stay outside and you will not eat. The choice is yours.
Cassie's putting like little bits of her food onto Jarvis's plate.
Yeah, he only grabbed a little bit.
It's like a second-hand habit.
It's an all-you-can-eat buffet.
We need to fatten the man up. This is the place.
Yeah, I mean he'll eat a little. Does we figured out his name, right? The what? Gonk?
Gonk.
Gonk.
Okay. Gonk?
Gonk, yeah.
No,
Gonk.
it's Gonk. It's
I swear to God.
G-H-A-N-K.
Yeah.
Spelling don't matter.
Gonk looks like he's still ravenously eating, right?
For the moment. He's a big man. He's got a lot to eat.
Could I possibly get him more food?
Food is being brought up by the cook.
Fuck! Okay.
You cannot
missed
feed
that.
him any more than the cook is feeding him.
You brown nosing.
Yeah, he is. You can't really speak with him, but then never mind.
I very clearly say.
So he doesn't want to work with the,
I point over at the half-elf gentleman sitting across from him.
because he's killed quite a few red hands apparently, so you're probably not going to be able to mention it to him, but don't mention it to him.
I think that'd be fair. Or about us.
You see Cassie stuff just a little bit more food in her mouth than before.
Good idea.
I'm gonna. Are the guys outside not coming in still?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna message them to let them know not to bring that up around this guy. About the not bringing up the fact that we killed a lot of Indians in the past part.
I think I actually lopped off the head of one of them.
You did.
You know, casually.
Royal decapitated one in the air.
As you do.
All of us are guilty. A little guilty.
Pretty damn guilty.
I'm pretty sure every one of us got at least one kill on the redheads in the
Yeah. Okay. Then, I guess Venroro Gyrus will be asking, did he mention why he's here, or if he's, I suppose, working alone?
He's after the same thing as us, but much like the half-elf gentleman, he's stymied by the last turtle.
Did he describe what that is exactly?
Some sort of guardian, a confusing one. He would not tell me more than that.
Interesting.
He said we would see it when we got there ourselves.
He wouldn't have mentioned what this artifact is or what the Red Hand was, did he?
He did not. Red Hand. Very laugh.
Dad, you're cutting in and out.
Yeah.
He invited me to join the Red Hand.
Oh.
I told him I was unattached, which you know I am after the whole thing with my family. And I did not actually respond to this. Just saying.
Well, if we were to go with that idea from before, something you to do?
I don't know if I would be able to convincingly pull that off.
Well, for now, it might be in our benefit to keep him on our good side. Or stay on his good side, more like.
If we keep on his good side, we might get on
I pointed the half-elf.
his bad side.
But we may get more info on it at hand.
True. We must tread very carefully.
He nods. Is the other still not coming in? They really not gonna come in?
You said he had rations, so I'm assuming he's like, fuck this.
Yeah,
I
no.
guess.
Fuck
Okay.
I will turn to Mirren, who has not said like much of
He's
anything.
been eating. He's just kind of letting you guys have your time.
Mood.
So why have you stayed here, Mirren?
Clearly, there's things that are trying to get into here. And if they're doing so for a purpose that's unjust or wicked, my purpose here is to fight. Also, I got directions to the exit and I got lost. And when I finally found the exit, I found that this was actually a perfect choke point for creatures of evil and wickedness trying to get in. So I figured, why leave? Plus, motions to the food. I don't exactly have to go hunting to feed myself every day.
Cassie has her mouth covered.
I can agree with that. The amount of calories I have to eat a day. This would be a nice place to hang.
Yeah. Don't know where the food comes from, though. The cook just
Some things
kind
you
of
gotta
pulls
left
it out.
unanswered.
I'm not asking. I do know this, though. I have checked it. It is not poisoned. And I have double-checked it. It is not people.
Soylent Green!
I have checked and double-checked. Cook said that that would be an insult to his craft. I don't know if that's meant to be insulting, but I appreciate it all the same.
That they were a resort to cooking humanoids? Yeah, that sounds insulting.
Yes. He said he is not like the creatures in the halls, which I have met a few. There's a reason I took up the forge. Never any supply of metal. Very useful. At least, and that I've seen.
Oh my god! I'm sorry, I'm looking at the fucking Roll20 chat. I'm assuming you've had plenty of run-ins with these creatures then that you can find such a steady supply for your craft. What are you even crafting in here?
I'm in here? I'm crafting nothing. It's food. Food is in here.
No, not
in
this
the-
room specifically. In the pyramid itself. In your crafting room.
Javelins, I'm crafting spears. I have to make a new glaive. Bastards ate one of mine.
One?
Oh yeah, I've got a few.
What ate it, exactly?
Black ooze.
Ah,
Like a viscous pudding. I hit it, and then my iron was eaten away at.
Probably because you didn't have something of well, magic properties, I'm assuming.
I have a spell that could do that, god damn it. 5 years and never thought of this!
Wait, add a character thought of what?
Using magic weapon.
Oh my god.
The only reason that I can even take a guess at that is because we fought one before. Or two. How many?
Lucky you.
No! Not lucky!
You survived and you figured out what to do.
True.
That doesn't make me lucky. That makes me knowledgeable.
Yes, that's lucky.
Yes.
You didn't die.
He's very right.
He looks to Jairus. We've been slammed into a table full of alchemy supplies by a chair.
And you're here to tell the tale?
Her eye twitches.
He's just smiling.
Ah.
The large one is correct. Please remember to eat your greens and drink your milk. If you do not have the ability to consume the dairy products, we do have alternatives of almond and soy.
She said if you lactose
Fucking
intolerant,
soy
here you
milk.
go. I'm dead!
Yeah. You have no idea what it means by these kinds of milks, but he's offering it. Goat's milk, cow milk, soy milk, almond milk.
Aurora will drink every one of these types of milks just to try them because I don't even know if
Right, same.
I've heard of soy before.
Oh yeah, no, really? Yeah.
Fucking knock back some of that almond milk. All right.
One of my friends actually has to drink soy. I'll try all of this shit.
Yeah.
I think goat milk is like overly, or not overly, but more sweet than cow milk. If I remember correctly, it's either that or more fatty. I can't remember.
Right.
Heck if I know, man.
It's a different taste, and it's definitely, it's not bad. And you're just kind of like, all right.
I feel like Jairus would try him too. He's curious.
Yeah. Again,
Can I
it's not
see?
bad.
Can I see
he
the
probably-
whole?
He's the type to like it. Jairus be that way. He'd like it.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at unprocessed milk.
Oh.
I don't know what it's called. What is it called?
Curds?
Curds? Yeah, you know what those curds?
No. The fucking.
Unpasteurized.
Thank you.
Oh.
I couldn't remember the fucking word for it.
Oh
And
my
Mad
God.
laughing at me and mocking me definitely didn't help.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just looking at unprocessed milk and I'm like, that's the good stuff with everything in it.
No.
That's why I was chuckling.
No,
I've seen
not
that
you.
too.
What fucking butters you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank God.
Interesting.
Yeah, cow tail.
Not heathens. Not the milk.
Yeah.
Heathens. Can I see the hallway ceiling from your group?
Yeah, you can still see the ceiling. You
Are there
haven't
trapdoors?
There's trapdoors all over the ceiling. If you're
Oh,
still in the
yeah.
kitchen, like in the kitchen and dining area.
No,
Can I,
no,
like,
in the
jump
hallway.
up and-
Oh, hallway? No.
I can't aggro the wall master from out there.
She's
But
gonna
that
like
means
jump
I
up
can't
and
aggro the wall master from out there.
bash her head through one of these fucking trapdoors.
Not yet.
The time has not come.
Venora will eventually stand up after eating about a fifth of this meal. No, about a fourth of this meal.
Cassie will empty
Quantity
Jairus'
wise,
plate if
because
he's
it
not
just
done.
keeps going. Venora takes notice of this.
Oh, yeah, Jairus is fine.
This is a common habit you should be used to of her, like, putting either her food on his plate or taking it.
Yeah,
Venora
he's
is
fine
going
with
to
it.
put some fucking meat on those bones by the time this campaign is done, Jairus. You wait.
Cassie's
No,
been
it
trying.
doesn't.
Good
He eats
luck with
lightly.
that.
You know bones, but I know the muscles that go over the bones.
Yeah,
I thought you
he
said
eats
the
light.
I thought she said the muscles that come for the bones. I'm like, what?
The muscles that germinate from the marrow.
No.
Well, we are not going to find what we've sought by sitting here eating. As good as this food is, thank you very much, Cook. I appreciate this.
You are very welcome. Please do come again. I will make sure to ring the bell to let you know which direction to go to obtain the nutrients needed to contain your cells and persist within the pyramid.
Thank you.
Did it just in a backwards way say, I'm happy to cook for you? Is that what I got?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, good. That was a lot of words. Just she kind of looks towards the sphere.
Is there something in my eye? like starts looking around his face.
If there was something in your eye, I'm not sure that you could see it.
God, please, I hope you can like fucking.
If it like removes its eye, Cassie will scream. Like that's the turning point.
No, it takes a rag, like make sure that it's clean, starts wiping it.
Oh my goodness. That doesn't hurt?
Why would that hurt? I was designed with efficiency in mind.
She taps on the eye.
Please do not do that. It makes me wish to focus upon it and it smudges. Squeak, 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 squeak.
Cassie, you can't just tap people's eyes like that.
It doesn't hurt!
It does not, but it
Still
will leave
there,
smudge marks.
Even when Rora raised in the fucking woods, don't fucking touch people's
I told you
eyes.
she was socially inept.
They got personal space.
Okay, now we've already established that she has a hard time establishing what personal space is. But
Yeah, I know. I'm trying. I'm trying.
it's like trying to teach Jairus to eat more. Good luck. You got 2 challenges awaiting you.
Good thing I got 2 hands.
The cook. By the way,
Yes.
is there any way Jairus would understand what the eyeball's name is? Or
No.
Does Jairus
You don't
understand
speak binary.
okay,
It sounds
just making
like
sure.
a dial-up modem.
Oh
Yeah.
God!
Well, anyway,
If Jairus started speaking binary, she would assume that he has been hypnotized and might hit him.
he will talk to the cook then and be like, "Could I ask you a few questions?
What is your query?
Do you know who your creators are?"
I was created from on high.
He kind of looks at the ceiling.
I don't think that is what he meant.
Let me actually grab my book.
Is there any way I could understand what he might be meaning?
Hold on.
Oh,
Where is the God of the Forge? God of the Forge. I have a God of the Forge. Yep. Ah, I understand. Your eyes, they go to the ceiling seeking for the divinity that summoned me within existence. I am a byproduct from the god Calcus.
Byproduct?
all right.
They are
Thank
known
you.
to many as the Coppersmith, god of fire and craftsmanship.
When Nora had put her hand up, like, what's that god of? And then she put it down and kept, like, ah, yes, excellent.
Cool. Maybe. Okay. I was gonna say thank you in advance, Dong, because I hadn't looked at the name yet. I knew you were getting it ready.
Mhm.
Okay. And well, obvious there. I guess it. Well, did they create all of the constructs here?
Yes, although some of us were made merely as trinkets, such as myself. Hold on. I have to make sure I say this right. The enforcer of the rules within the kitchen, the Marut, is definitely one of his grander creations.
So that's what they call. The enforcer. Getting okay. Sorry.
The enforcer is called
voice
a
with the
Marut,
notes. Yeah. Okay.
which, since you already rolled for it, that means nothing to you.
Okay.
Oh wait. Have I heard of like the Coppersmith at all?
Roll a religion check.
Meow. Ah!
Nah. Not really one of the guys
The
that
sound
really...
of that name going over my head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I know, but Nora hasn't heard of
Is there any?
The only reason I ask is because Cassie hangs out with Jairus so fucking much.
Mm-hmm. Well, to be fair, Jairus isn't a religious person, if we remember right.
Nope.
Him saying
No, but he
specifically.
shares everything he learns. Well,
That's fair.
mostly.
Yes, we are going to be wrapping up soon. Is there any other questions you wanted to ask while you're in the kitchen? For those who enter the kitchen. For the 2 who are sitting outside, or 3 with, obviously we're not excluding Vatha from this.
Okay, then were you here? Have you been here the entire time this pyramid's existed?
I myself was created as part of this creation. It was created to be the center of a power source, incredible and grand, to be gifted to a small group of individuals at a time.
Ooh,
Only those
okay.
worthy may obtain this artifact.
And he's been there the entire time. Okay. And then, do you recall everyone that has come through here since?
Is there someone specifically you wish to ask inquiries towards?
Yes, Avamian Nightshade. He may have gone through a different name, though.
I have not heard of one such as that, but I have heard of those who have come here in his name. Many of them have made their fate with the Marat. Some have gone unwillingly. There was a mess to be cleaned up of what was left of them.
I can't imagine death is ever willing.
Oh, interesting. Then they must have gotten in trouble. so to
Yes. Furthermore, there was the oddity of their weight.
speak. They're
They were quite dense individuals, physically.
What does that mean? Do I know if that means anything as far as like
Roll an
zombie
intelligence
undead shit?
check.
Right.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I'm glad. From what I can tell, he's saying they're fat, but you know.
There was something Vamian was working on. You weren't privy to a lot of it, unfortunately, but you remember he's experimented with a few different things, ranging from the undead, mimics, constructs. There's a few different things that it could possibly be. And when I say constructs, I'm not talking like golems, like clay golems and stuff like that. I'm talking like flesh golems.
Oh.
But flesh golems tend to have the weight of, the parts put into them. They wouldn't be necessarily heavier that you think of, unless they were Nemesis, outfitted with a whole bunch of different shit.
Interesting. That's all I get with that, man. All right.
Rip.
Okay, okay, Paris, bye. Sorry.
We were wrapping up because I was saying just as soon as these last questions are asked, yeah, we're wrapping up because
I know my ride's on the way. He just texted me.
go.
So
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.
Have
Bye.
fun.
Otherwise, okay. I'm trying to think of all the questions. I just have questions. How long ago would that have been? Unless they don't have a concept of time, I don't know.
Half Elf Man been sitting here for 5 years, so
He knows, but I'm not sure about the eyeball.
the latest one to enter into the pyramid met its fate 6 days ago.
That recent? 6 days ago?
When you say met its fate,
It was
You mean-
crushed by the Marat because it did not understand the idea of keeping your hands to yourself in the kitchen. You will understand to keep your hands to yourself in the kitchen.
the only things that I have been putting my hands on is this lovely food right here.
In which case you have chosen wisely.
What was the second most recent one then?
Near 3 weeks ago, in an exact amount of 19 days.
And do you remember the one before that?
Eventually, it's gonna run out of memory space. Sorry. It has to delete eventually.
Who knows? He wants to know how frequently, like, this is happening.
Near a month and a half ago, upwards of 44 days.
Okay. Huh. How interesting. And, but do you get any knowledge of what's happening outside this pyramid?
There are things that happen outside the pyramid.
Well, that answers that question.
Well, he just kind of nods.
There's like a flat expression on his face. I should prepare myself to cook larger meals should anything outside of this place occur. They do not understand how this is. I must be ready to cook for them. Turns around and starts cooking.
Guru, how long is this table?
Oh, goodness. You could probably fit a good, like, 100, 150 people on this table.
I go over to the eyeball. I pat them gently.
Mm.
Wait, is this like a medium-sized eyeball?
Yeah, it's a medium-sized creature.
It's still, okay, it's like Mike Wazowski sized. Okay,
Yeah.
so
Like when I said that, I wasn't kidding.
well, you said eyeball with arms and legs. I was
Yeah,
still
and
thinking,
I
like,
said Mike Wazowski.
Wazowski's. Well, yeah, like in like form, but I didn't know about size.
No, in size as well.
Okay, cool. So I pat them and I say,
You have enough food here to feed. Oh. 30 of my people, which is saying something because we eat enough for about 5 normal-sized people.
But if that is only feeding 30 of you, and there's 31, that would mean that one person is going away unsatisfied. I
No,
will not
because
allow
my people
this.
almost never leave. I am very strange. You will almost never see more than one of me.
And yet you have said that they do exist, therefore they are a people who would require feeding.
Yes, but they also wouldn't expect to see this. They would bring their own food.
Much like your friends who have waited outside and not come to partake of the food and bounty with which I have created for them.
you kind of cut out in the middle there, Don, not gonna lie.
The food and
yeah?
bounty for the people outside with whom I have created this bounty.
They're already satisfied, I assume.
They have
Yeah.
pre-met another cook. Understandable. I will not step on their toes.
Yeah, that's about as close an approximation you gonna get.
Oh. Another question. What do you do with these bodies you're taken?
Fucking wall master eats them.
They are taken up into the ceiling. I do not ask where they are taken to or for what purpose they are taken for.
May we ask, Margaret, where they go?
The Marat is up in the ceiling, and it will not speak to those that it deems unnecessary to speak with.
Vinroar
Speaking
fucking
with
looking
the
at Jarvis
Marat.
like, don't you fucking dare. I'm gonna aggro this thing. Don't even. I've seen you fucking fall over at a, like, slight breeze. Do not, wizard boy.
Yeah, he's looking up into the ceiling. He's thinking, but...
If anybody's gonna aggro this thing, it's gonna be...
Yeah, he's definitely not gonna directly attack that. He just wants to know where it goes.
Yeah, here's the thing. Here's the lovely thing about this. You might not want to attack it, but you can still aggro it by asking stupid questions. And only
At what
it
point did I say
is
that?
gonna... and only-
If he's not breaking
You
the
just
rules-
said! You just said anyone who doesn't deem worthy.
Yeah, who isn't deemed worthy isn't allowed to take the artifact of this place.
Right. And it got crushed, right?
the creature that was crushed was aggroing people in the kitchen, the dining room area. It was attacking people.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you didn't. That's fair. You didn't say what happened to the dude who came before that. I mean,
No.
before that.
Yeah, not those. Yeah.
I did not say those.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, asking questions. I haven't broken any rules, so.
You have not. I know you said that out of character, but I'm just answering as though I was the creature
Yeah,
in case you
close
did.
enough. Well, I guess Gyrus will call out to the ceiling. How do you say it again?
Marit.
Marit? Yeah, he's like, Marit, maybe I ask you a question.
No,
That's a question.
It's worth a shot. Now
Wait
I
a minute.
Plans. Oh,
Wait a
now
minute.
I think of ideas.
Venrora calls out in Primordial.
Oh no.
May we ask you a question?
Still silence.
Just wanted to make sure.
Mhm.
And the best part is, Paris isn't here to hear that because she asked me out of character if Venrora spoke Primordial.
Well,
So the
I
answer
didn't
is
realize she
yes.
spoke primordial. Well, that's
Nope.
something to remember.
Now Wizard Boy knows.
Do you speak?
It's not like
Primordial?
he was. I do speak
No,
Primordial.
no,
it's
no,
one
no,
of
not
the-
you.
Me?
Oh, Gyrus.
Yes.
No.
Oh, then you have no idea what I'm speaking.
You don't know what she's speaking, but you know she said what she said.
Okay. Got it.
That's still up.
So I spoke a language. You don't know what it was, but I spoke a language.
Yes.
Okay.
So you can't get its attention just by asking for it. You actually have to aggro. Good.
You do not wish to do that. It will
Not-
not be kind.
No.
It will uphold the law.
Not right now, at least.
Well, even if it came down to uphold the law, I doubt. I'm not sure it would answer any questions we have.
No, it would be too busy slapping the heck out of me.
Most like you.
Well, if I aggroed it, it would calm down, yes.
Well, you do not need to be aggroing it.
Yet.
Do you want to aggro it?
I kind of want to.
Let's test that for later then.
Yes.
He's not serious about
That-
this.
And I point at the ceiling.
That is a challenge.
Understand this. If you wish to take a challenge against the Marit, it is likely it will end in finality. Marits do not know themselves to be creatures of holding back, and they will not
Uh-oh.
care for your end.
I've never been one to hold back either.
Then you will
I
die
respect that.
as you lived. Brave, but foolish.
Not a terrible way to go. But I'm not sure where I'm going to be going quite yet. Except going to try and find this thing.
Very well. You will be like the others. Only time will tell if you are worthy.
I turn to Gonk and Mirand. And I will turn to Gonk and I will say,
Will you help us look for this artifact?
I can show you the door. I have my suspicions. Kind of looks down
About what?
towards Mirand and slowly stands up. You will be
I-
having me accompany you then.
I will turn to Mirand and I will say, in Elvish,
Would you help us look for this artifact?
He looks at you, slowly looks back to Gonk, who's looking at, squinting at you, looking back down to him, looking back to you. And in Elvish he says, unlike the big guy, I speak more than one language.
I thought you might.
I'm not going to be traveling with him unless I'm planning on killing him. The only reason why I haven't yet is because he goes out the other door. If you were wanting his help, he can go out that door, and I'll keep eating. We ain't going out together without us killing each other.
Shame, out of character. I thought I might be able to play them off each other.
No. They want each other dead.
Yeah, they just can't aggro each other without Wallmaster coming down and slapping them each other.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised they haven't found somewhere in this place to fight each other, though.
Oh no, it's the fact that they leave out of like there's more than one exit to this place, and they leave out of opposite doors, and they do look for each other, but they leave out of opposite doors to prevent themselves from immediately fighting and accidentally going back into the dining area and getting themselves caught into a tussle they don't want.
Okay, but there has to be somewhere in this place that
They have yet. They have yet to find
Wow.
places that they have
These
fought
guys
themselves at. They've
are
gotten
the absolute Zoras of this campaign.
kind of. To be fair, though, only one of them is Zoro. The other one is, well,
It's Mirror-End, isn't it?
Mirror-End is the Zoro. I did mention that. He got lost.
Yeah, he did get lost, but I just want to make sure.
Yeah, he is the one who got lost. Gonk is more of the Sanji.
Jarvis to Venora will be like, should we ask one of them to join us?
We can only ask one of them to join us. They'll kill each other otherwise.
That's... He kind of nods. Understandable. I think it'd benefit us if we invite... What's his name again? Gonk.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Why do you think that?
Get more information on the Red Hand and intention.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. We didn't aggro the Wallmaster. Yet.
Game over?
Not yet.
We're about to be. These two want to keep asking questions.
God, you said you were down there for the past 45
I know, but they
Jarvis
want to
has
keep
a lot
asking
of questions.
questions.
Wizard Boy is very curious.
By the way, you took long enough where I just had to go take a shower because I have school tomorrow.
Yeah.
And you guys are still fucking asking questions to this thing.
Yeah.
We can decide who we want to choose.
Well, how about this?
Yeah.
We'll let you guys discuss this as a group
Yeah.
next time.
Yeah.
We'll pick which
Right.
one you're taking.
That sounds like a good idea.
We'll
Alright.
leave off here.
All right.
That way, Paris can say in it because she's gone.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we all need to have a say in this. So.
Yes. So, that being said, that is a good place to end it with you guys turning to ask and make sure that you guys are figuring out which one you are taking. If you are taking Gonk, the Ogrillion, or if you're taking Mirror-End, the half-elf paladin.
Wait, we're taking someone with us?
As a guide.
One of them.
Oh.
But you can only take one of them.
Because they hate each other.
Yes.
Do I see Do I see any religious symbol on the paladin?
He has the black hand, and Gonk has the red hand.
Which one? What's the black hand? I'm sorry for asking questions.
Roll a
I just
religion
don't
check.
know. Okay. With my background, do I get anything?
Oh wait, no, you rolled already. Yeah, you've known them. They're they're paladins who tend to try and basically say they are promoting ideas of fighting evil, keeping people alive, really, and trying to ensure that those who are of a positive, good mindset are able to flourish, thrive, and be, well, undeterred from the possibilities that are out there for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know which one I want.
Okay, so we will discuss that for next time. Until next time, thank you all so much for watching with us. This has been an incredible amount of fun, as per usual. We will be back next Tuesday to have more times with the Lemon Rolls groups to enjoy ourselves, to have more shenanigans, you know, as we do. And until then, we are What Team Comp, and we will see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.